I know, right?
All
They
right.
want it.
They want it. Welcome back. Welcome
Mhm.
to what is this, our fourth episode now of Sisters in
This is
Grief?
our 5th episode.
Our fifth. Time flies
Yeah,
so much.
this is our 5th
Many
episode
people
of
have
Sisters in
asked
Grief,
us,
believe it or not.
is this a girl thing? No, this is a support group for grief. Men, women, if you've lost a child, it's a grief
Parents,
support.
cousins, friends.
Yeah,
If you've ever lost anybody and you're grieving, it's for you. It's for you. So
yeah,
we are back, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you so much for coming from the other chat to this one. And we're just going to continue
yes.
on with talking about what we were talking about before with the toxic dating after, because
What What do you think is okay? And this is a question for Harlow,
yeah.
myself, and the chat. Which do you think is more important when dating after grief? What do you think is the most important thing? Um, for me, it would be to set boundaries because it's easier to get manipulated and sucked into a bad relationship if you don't set boundaries. What about you, Harlow? What do you think's the most
The most
important?
important, well, when it comes to dating, when you're after loss and you're in grieving and you're always going to grieve that person, and the most important thing to me is being ready to date. Because when you go out with somebody and um you feel that guilt, then you're not ready to date. You're absolutely not ready to date. So you absolutely have to be ready. Now that you can want to date and still not be ready, but then when you are ready and then you go to try to date, it's still hard because, well, first of all, dating has changed 150%. It is a freaking dumpster fire out here. It is
Well, rule
disgusting.
number rule number one when dating after death, as I call it, instead of dating after grieving, because it's really you're dating after someone died, dating after death. Is you rule number one is taking it slow. Don't rush into serious relationships. Don't you gotta prioritize getting to know someone slowly. You can't
Mhm.
rush it. I think that's
Absolutely.
where a lot of people who are grieving fuck up. And it's not really a fuck up, it's just you rush because you're used to being with somebody. So
Absolutely.
it's like when that somebody's not there anymore, it's a big adjustment and you want to fill that void again. So you kind of you kind of rush things and don't take the proper time to get to know somebody.
I would also say what Miss Candace said is true. What I find with I've not lost a partner, but what I find that the next person has to be able to accept, especially if you love the person that you were with before and they passed, right? If it was a
Mhm.
relationship, they have to be able to accept that you still love that person and that
And
that love
always
will never
will.
change. And they
Yes.
have to be okay with the fact that you love someone that you'll never stop loving. They have to
You
be
have,
okay with that.
yep. You have to be honest with your grief. Yeah, you have to be honest with it. You got to openly communicate about, what you've lost, your loss and where you are in your like, your little grieving journey because they call it a journey. Instead of a process, it's a journey. And it
And
really
it's
is.
a gravel
It's a
road
big
on top of that.
journey, and each journey is different for every person.
And it
Everyone's
takes a
different.
strong
So,
person to be able to accept that no matter what, they have to understand they will never live up to the person that you love. They have to accept
no.
that that person's still there in your heart and will never go away. But they have to be a strong enough person to know
Mhm.
that's okay, that you can love them both. It's just going to be different.
And you got to emotionally, be ready. You have to have emotional readiness to even attempt to share your life with someone else's and to open up and not be vulnerable. Because vulnerability is a lot. Guilt and betrayal is another one that's a big, strong one. Like I've heard Harlow say that she felt guilty.
Mhm.
And these are things that you have to be able to navigate to even have a successful relationship with someone else.
You know what? My biggest thing is just like he was saying, I was weirded out a gal would do something like my wife did, and I would be bothered about it. I felt the same exact way. And I'm not even talking about the physical aspect of it either yet, because the physical aspect is a whole different beast in a ball game.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
Oh yeah.
God.
You as the
That is,
person in
oh,
grief have to understand that your next partner will never measure up to your old partner, and that if they do something like they were just saying pretty much that you can't hold them to the standard of that person.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And we jumped right into this without even acknowledging the chat. So I'm just going to say
Go
hey
ahead.
to
No, you
everybody
do.
in the
So,
chat. And
Shaw.
thank you guys for coming.
Yes,
And
thank
if I
you.
haven't shouted you out, I'm so sorry. But we were on that one live, and we just decided to come on over here with it. Angel, hello. Check it out. I'm not cussing nobody out right now. That's what's up.
And that's up. We're doing our grief stream. This is a grief
Right. I'm
support
not
group.
cussing. I'm not cussing nobody. I ain't dragging no bitches. I ain't even trying to bust nobody head to the white meat. I ain't ripping no edges over here right now.
This is
I
sisters
ain't
in
doing
grief, not put a bitch in her grave. It's sisters in grief.
Miss Candace has been through, she's a part of y'all's club, and she's been through something and everything.
Yeah.
And Miss Candace, one day, and I hope this for you, Miss Bambi and Miss Harlow, I hope that all y'all find loving, caring partners that are willing to accept. Because here's the hardest thing that I see for friends of mine who have lost situations like that when they get back in the dating game. Sometimes people don't understand, right? And they don't get it, and they don't want to take the time to get to know you and understand that, yes, you're going to have trauma. You know what I'm saying?
absolutely.
And you're
Absolutely.
still healing. No matter how many years it's been, you're still healing. It could be 10, 15 years. And guess what? You're still going to have occasionally moments when you miss them, when you're hurting, when you're thinking about them, wishing they were there. Like let's say you
Right.
have children together, right? The day
Right.
your daughter goes to get married and your
Oh
husband's not
boy.
there,
Oh,
that's going to be a hard
That's
day,
gonna be
right?
the
dude.
worst. That's gonna
That
be the
was
And
the
you're
worst.
hardest. That was the hardest day of my life was when my daughter, you guys know my daughter Cheyenne, she comes on my show. When she gave birth to to my grandson. That was the hardest day.
Oh,
Watching her
because he wasn't there.
crying because her dad wasn't there.
Man.
That was just so rough. And she said, Mom, he'll never know him. He'll never know. And it's so sad.
You know
It's like
what though?
you can't fix that. You can't, there's nothing you can do to replace it.
I'll tell you
You can't
something,
ease their pain.
Miss
And that's the
Bambi,
hardest part.
as a child who never got to meet her grandfather, right? My grandfather died when my dad was 15. My dad held his father in his arms as he passed away. I never got to meet my grandfather, but I'll tell you this, I love hearing all the stories about him from other people. I wished I could have met him. Like, it's just, I love looking at pictures of him. I love him with every part of my being, even if I never got to physically meet him.
Yeah.
So, y'all being able to tell them stories about him and how much, he loved his children and how good of a man he is, and looking back on it, the grandchild may not be able to know who they are, but they're still going to love him through your stories. It's going to make them feel closer to him when they get to look at pictures and be able to hear what you said about him. I love hearing stories about my grandfather and how he used to run moonshine and he loved Indian motorcycles and all those lovely things. And do I wish I could have met him? Yes, because I know he would have beat the shit out of my ex for me. I know he wouldn't have let that man talk to me that way. You know what I'm saying? I know that I wouldn't have fell into those traps because my granddaddy would have got my butt. But I never did get to meet him. And I still love him just as much as if he had been here.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's really hard. I mean, the fact that they're not there, but this is what I was always told, and I do believe this, and I hope it helps somebody out there. They have a front row seat to everything that's going on.
Miss Harlow, we were talking about gifts and stuff like that the other day, right? My
Mhm.
son obviously never got to meet my grandfather or my great.
Mhm.
My son literally said that he saw him standing at the end of the bed and explained exactly what he looked like and had never seen a picture of him.
Wow. That's
He was on
amazing.
He was only like 3
Um,
or 4 years old. So they are there with you and they're with them
Yeah,
babies.
absolutely.
I want to apologize for getting a little emotional there.
Oh no, that's what this stream
I'm
is
usually
for.
like a rock. I'm usually a rock, but some things, like just thinking about my daughter, it's
Yeah.
just remembering
Yeah.
her crying.
Thinking
She's
about my
so sad.
daughter.
It's like every good thing's now ruined for them. Every holiday, every birthday, every birth, every wedding is now like the worst day of their lives.
Right.
And
What
it's
I'm
like you can't
hoping
fix that.
is that when you get a partner, right, on their, let's say the day they walk down the aisle, have a picture, obviously, of that person there and a seat for them. But I hope that your partner
That
that
says
you get
reserve.
understands that their memory and their love will always be there. That person will always be there. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah,
That's you can always keep their memory alive, even if it's a little sad, right? Because you're missing them, but you know they're the best thing ever. They're looking over them as an angel, watching
oh, I
out for
know.
them for bad things. So they have the best guardian angel in the world as a parent being there, watching over them and making sure nothing bad comes their way.
Right.
You know what? I struggled with the loss of my little girl because not only did I lose her, I almost lost my life because I started bleeding to death, but I lost her. It was a birth. And then a year later is when my husband died. And for years I was mad. Like I was just angry at everything. I was angry at literally everything. Because, I blamed myself and then he died of cancer a year later.
It's not
And
fair. It's
it's
not
not
right. It's
fair.
not
Why
fair. It's
not?
bullshit. Yep.
No, and I'm 13 years into it, right?
Right.
And I actually found love again. So not only was I blessed, okay, I was divinely favored because I
Yeah.
found a soulmate again. Now he
Right.
passed away, but and I'm not vain enough to believe that there's a third one, but I'm hopeful.
Well,
I'm at this point I'm hard to love. I'm calloused. My heart is
yeah,
calloused
that's
and
okay.
my soul is calloused. But now that I look back on it and I think about Emerald and I think of how she would have been like at this age, like, she'd have been a preteen getting ready to turn teenager. And I think to myself, I'd have been at the schoolhouse. If she acted anything like me, I'd have been at the schoolhouse every day because that girl would have been cussing out every damn teacher she had and probably freaking threatening all the boys and whooping their ass. And I know this because I know who the hell I am as a parent. I would have taught her that. So, and I can laugh about it now and I can think, I can't wait to see her. But I mean, there will come a time when you can look back on certain things and you can smile and enjoy those memories.
Yep.
There's always going to be pain. There's always going to be pain. Like there's days where I cry about Emerald. I absolutely just because, everything was just, I was like, why did everything have to be ripped away from me and taken from me? Why? And, I think, you know, my faith is like, well, because he thinks you're strong. Well, at this point, he must think I could lift Buicks, right? With my little 5'1" ass. I don't get it. I just,
You're 5'1".
I try
yeah,
to save my anger. Instead of for God, I save it for the devil. Because, and I'm not trying to get all religious or anything. To what you believe in is each your own. But in the Bible, if you know, it
oh,
says the devil wants you crying. The devil
yeah,
wants you in pain.
yeah,
The devil wants you sick with cancer. The devil wants you to unlive yourself. The devil wants bad things for you. God wants none of that for you. So
no,
when you're angry and want to blame God to feel better, blame the devil. I mean, I've been hating on the devil for a while and I feel great.
fuck the
Fuck
devil.
the devil. Amen. Jinx.
I feel that Candace, both my boys,
Exactly.
and their mom gone. My youngest was calling me while I was working and kept sending it to voicemail because he had been bugging me about money. I finally answered it and he told me I've carried that guilt with me for 10 years, not answering the phone right away. Them being the ones to see her. Man, death sucks. Dirty.
You can't
balls.
carry that guilt. You didn't know.
Anybody would carry
I
that guilt.
mean,
Though.
just
That's
like me,
normal.
when I realized,
But I
when
understand.
I realized my husband took
that.
those pills,
Yeah,
I
I completely
I called
understand. What he's trying to-
911 right away.
Yeah,
In fact, I think I called 911 like 2 or 3 times that day, begging them to get here. And I keep thinking, should I have seen something? Should I have known something? Should I have noticed something? But in reality, there was no way of knowing.
the people
You can't
closest
live
don't
on
see
what
it.
ifs.
Well,
You
you
know,
can't
if
children
you
blame.
live on the whole what if I had gotten to the phone soon enough, you can't live like that. You can't carry that kind of guilt around, because it'll eat you alive. And you'll sit
Exactly.
around thinking about it all fucking day long, and you're gonna be
Exactly.
miserable. You're gonna kill yourself with it. Like, gonna drive yourself nuts. I did for an entire year, trying to figure out what I miss, what I do wrong. Did I call fast enough? What didn't I do right?
Right.
There is no answer. There'll never be closure. There's no answer. I don't have one.
You can't
And I'm
blame
okay with that.
yourself for something that you also could not have stopped. You got to think about that. Just like Miss
Yeah.
Bambi, with your situation, that you couldn't have stopped him even if you wanted to. He had it set in
No.
his mind what he was going to do, right? Just
Oh,
like
I know.
Mr. Gen X, there's no way you could have been able to be the one to find her, right? It wasn't meant for you to.
Yep.
We were talking about abilities, right, the other night. I'm gonna tell y'all a
Right.
story. When my
Yeah.
brother passed away, I should have been the one that found him. That my mom had just lost a set of twins, so she was bedbound, right? And my
Right.
dad was doing everything to try to take care of. So every morning when I would get up for school, I would make my brother his bottles and I would make their coffee and I would take care of my brother and then give my mom and dad their coffee, wake them up and go on to school. Well, that
Right.
morning I went and made his bottles and I went to touch the curtain because we always had a curtain up over his doorway because my brother couldn't be, he had to be in a sterile room, right? So we didn't let the air from the rest of the house get into his room. That way, if somebody passed by, let's say they had a cold, anything, right, to try to keep germs out of his room, right? So we always had a curtain up over his door instead of keeping the door shut so we could hear him.
This
you
is
know.
Sisters in Grief. I'm sorry. Keep going.
And I touched that curtain and I felt the awfulest sickness come over me. I was like, oh my God, I shouldn't go in there. It freaked me out because I'm like, what if I do have something I can't go in there around my brother? I took everything back to the kitchen. I went and told my dad that when I said, I just feel really sick at my stomach right now. I feel really bad. And my dad told me, of course, go to school. If you feel any worse, call home. It wasn't even 15 minutes later that my dad come up to school to get me to tell me that my brother had passed. And I didn't believe it was my brother at first. I kept asking, is mom in the hospital? Is mom okay? What's wrong with mom? Because, she just lost a twin. So obviously I was thinking it was her. And the crazy part is me and my best friend, she had a special needs brother too. At the time, we're having a conversation about possibly could lose our brothers. We both bonded over that, right? And we were both talking about that right beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
And then I found out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you something. Like you can't go around what ifing. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't meant for me to find him that morning,
Now
right? It wasn't meant for me to
what
see
if
that.
yourself to death if you allow it.
Oh,
Because
think in a reverse term. Oh, what if I get in a car accident if I go outside? What if I eat too much meat and have a heart attack? What if lightning strikes me? You'll never leave the goddamn house.
You'll
If
never
you live on
live.
what ifs.
You'll
What if I get
stop living.
What if I get hit in one of those mass shootings at the mall or the grocery store? What if?
what if I win $1 million on the lottery and fall
Yeah.
back dead with a heart attack because I can't believe it?
Yeah, right? I mean, what if, right? You
I mean,
can't live
shit.
like that. You can't live on what ifs.
What if
Just can't.
monkeys fly out of my ass? Anything is possible, right? You
Right.
just got to put one foot in front of the other, take a deep breath, and just keep going. Your whole life is falling apart, keep going. Your friends mad at you, keep going. Your freaking bills are piling up, keep going. You can't breathe, keep going. You can't get out of bed, keep going. Just
Yeah, you
keep
got to.
going.
The more you keep going, I promise you, there's gonna be things if you don't keep going, you're gonna miss out on and wish to God you had stayed. During the time of losing my brother, my sister was on drugs and went crazy, and my mom and dad were doing their thing. I was being bullied every day in school because because I was too nice of a person, and there was a person they didn't like, and because I was nice to them, I was now, basically enemy number one,
Right.
because I was nice. So I literally was sitting there in the bathroom one night contemplating and knowing what I was going to do. Believe it or not, I had a vision of what my funeral would look like and how it would affect my parents and
Hmm.
how it would shatter them. And that is what stopped me. And from that day forward, I said, I will never think about that again. My life's too precious. Too, I will
Right.
never let the haters win. They will never be able to win against me, because from that day forward, I said, nobody else is going to make me feel like my life doesn't matter
Amen.
ever again.
Yep.
I pierced my ears that night, though.
Did you? How'd that work
You
out?
pierced your ears?
I
Your
re-pierced them.
own?
Yes, I already had piercings before, and they
Yeah.
grew up because I can't wear fake jewelry, and
Oh, I
so
can't either. I'm allergic to it.
I just basically pushed the earrings through and re-pierced my ears that night. That's what I did.
How do you guys cope? Like I was telling Harlow earlier, and I've said this before, like something for me, YouTube. I do my show. I do my mental health stuff. I do the grief stream with Harlow. I do group therapy in your chat room. I mean, I use YouTube as to channel my grief. I stay busy with making videos, work, because I've learned like staying busy is key. You can't sit around
I
thinking all
tell
the
you
time.
what, if
You gotta stay
anybody,
busy.
if anybody in this world had a reason to find themselves at the end of a needle, a bottom of a bottle, or snorting a damn pill, it would have
I ain't
been
got
us.
time.
But you know what? The thing about pain, okay, is it demands to be felt. You have to feel that pain in order to heal from that pain. Now, hear me again when I say you have got to heal that pain to heal that pain. You got to feel it to heal it. Put it
You
in
gotta
your
go
head
through it
that you
to
got to
get through
feel
it.
it. Pain is not forever, pain is
Yep.
temporary.
What is it that I
Find
always say,
something that
Harlow?
brings you happiness.
What is it that I always say about feelings? No feeling is final. No
No
feeling's
feeling
permanent.
is final. Pain
And you
is
gotta
not
go
final.
through it to get through it.
You've
Yep.
got to, and you have to feel it. And if you've got coping mechanisms are good, but make
Yeah.
sure that they're not the bad kind, okay?
Make sure they're
Like,
healthy.
exactly. Make sure they're not hurting your family. Now, for me, coping was playing music. I had to play the piano. I was constantly playing the piano. I was constantly playing guitar, constantly writing songs,
Yep.
constantly singing, constantly going out and singing in karaoke. I had to. It was something I had to do. Then I
You
started
gotta stay
singing in
busy.
church.
Yeah.
I
Gotta
started
keep your
doing,
mind busy.
yeah, I started doing choir in church and singing in church and stuff like that. And I think that helped a lot. Now,
Yeah.
there is a dark side though. When everything first went down, my coping mechanism was fighting bitches. And I'm not even playing. Like, I literally went out and just looked for fights. And I did that for like 3 years until I finally went out and got help. I had to get grief counseling because I was angry. When I tell you I was angry, I wanted to snatch bitches' edges. You don't understand.
Candence, I got you. You said you need to find a hobby. Another couple of things I do is I do crafting. I like to cook. I do a lot of cooking. Have you thought about doing a cooking videos? Make cooking videos?
Makeup? Do you like makeup and hair? Because I see that you're a gorgeous woman. So makeup and hair.
She is
I started
absolutely
getting,
gorgeous in real life too. I've seen
yeah,
videos.
I started.
We'll help you. We'll help you come up with some ideas of
That's
things to
actually
keep your mind
how.
busy.
That's actually how I started getting back into like the makeup and the hair and all that stuff because I used to do it years ago and all blah blah blah. And I just kind of then I just kind of was like I kind of gave up on it all and then I was like, you know what? Then I started like watching YouTube videos on makeup and makeup tutorials and all that and started following all these influencers on makeup and what to use and skincare and I started getting into it and I was like, wow, I really like this. I'm going to start making videos. So I started making like stuff on Instagram and Facebook, but then I took it to TikTok, started on there, just making, using comedy. Comedy helps me. Because if I'm laughing at myself, I'm good.
Come up and bullshit with me and Harlow sometime if you get bored.
Absolutely, always. The
Yeah,
link
Uh,
is in.
you're
If you
welcome on
ever
my
feel like you
show.
want
You're
to come
welcome on
up
Harlow's.
and
Come up
talk,
and bullshit anytime.
Square has been here. He hasn't said anything, but I think he might be busy.
I
But
don't
he'll
know. I don't
talk
know what
here
he's
in a
doing.
minute, I'm sure.
I'm
Oh, he's
here.
here.
I'm sorry. I
Oh,
was
okay. I
not
thought
trying to
you were
interrupt.
busy. Oh no, and
Women were
I'm.
talking.
How do you cope with your grief?
Um, I like to watch or read, get into something reading
Reading?
You like to read a lot?
or watching. I like to get buried in movies. Or I've been watching the newer version of It lately. That's what I've been watching.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
What is that on Netflix or something?
Um, yeah, YouTube.
So you watch movies to stay busy.
I mean, if I'm feeling down, yeah, down or something, either that or
Yeah,
play a
that's what
game.
I'm
Yeah,
talking about.
something like
Like
that.
you do things to stay busy. Yeah.
Now, has anybody else noticed that the weather affects your grief?
Yes. I get so depressed like mid-November all the way through, and we've talked about this many times, through like January, first, second week of January, then I kind of snap out of it. Oh yeah. Like you'll notice it in my content because my content will go down and I'll start doing more troll stuff, more like, I get lazy and then I get real depressed and I don't want to do shit. Like over
Seriously,
the
why?
holiday season, winter months, I want to do nothing. Like I get
The,
insanely lazy.
the
It's-
troll stuff, the troll stuff will get you more views than anything, and I think that's why people do it.
I know,
And
but I
I'm
don't want
not.
to do that. That's
I
not. That's
don't I
not.
don't want to be
I don't want
about
to
the
do that.
trolling. I want to be about the comedy and a place where everybody can come and hang and stuff like that. Now, if
Well,
I
I like
have an
doing
open, if
history.
I haven't, like I said before, if I have an open panel where I say, air your shit out, girl, then you all know
Right.
you are allowed to talk your shit. And before I do those panels, I will empty out my block list and
Okay. I'm
everybody.
sorry, Harlow. I'm going to address something. Will you
Sure.
junkies? Okay, this is Sisters in Grief. You junkies do not need to come over here and stalk Square. Okay, can you just take that bullshit to your junkie verse? You stalk him over to Charlie's. You tried stalking him in my room. You're not going to stalk him here.
Yeah,
Can
that's
you at
not
least
going to
have a
fly
little bit of
here.
respect?
That's absolutely not going to fly here.
I mean, that's ridiculous. Deez, you know what the fuck you're doing. What are you doing?
Exactly.
You got to come into other people's stream and disrespect it.
Yeah,
Why?
it's baloney.
It's not even, and this ain't even about Square. It's about coming into other people's streams and disrespecting it. I've been watching it for 2 days in
I think she
Charlie,
made it.
and I'm done
I think
with it.
she
I'm not
made
going
it
to do
clear
that.
before that it was,
Not doing it.
just because she titled it what she did doesn't mean that she didn't
You
want
fucking
guys
junkie
in
versus
here talking
losers
to.
need to
No,
move the
it's
fuck
because
on.
Dumbass.
it's basically what it is these people are too stupid and hooked on phonics didn't work for
fucking
them,
stalking
and they're
losers.
all a bunch of freaking junkies over there. This is the Harlow verse, baby, and over
Yeah.
here we don't play like that. So you want to get freaking into here and get to nip nopping in my freaking comment section, and your ass is going to get X-nayed. Try again another time.
She's
like
the
they
boss.
can't even
I'm the
come
underboss.
in. They can't even come in and stay on topic, and that's what I was trying to tell them.
No.
At least respect. Like I haven't done
on.
anything to them. Respect me enough to respect my chat. Just same for Harlow. Just same for Bambi. Respect us enough as content creators. You know what I'm
and if
saying?
they're
Do that
not,
on your own time.
Exactly.
and if they're not picking on Square, they're trying to take shots at me, and it's like, why are you disrespect? It's not even about Square. It's about just the facts that they come in, they disrespect the fucking chat room and fuck up the stream every time because they can't talk about the
Not,
topic.
I
It's
mean,
gonna be Square,
yeah,
Square, Bambi. Move the fuck on already. Nobody gives a fuck about you junkies. Nobody cares.
All right.
I'm
But as
surprised.
we were
And if
speaking,
that doesn't work, like if they can't sweet talk or get you to like let them hate on the person, and they'll be like, "Oh, you're harboring them, so you can get it
No,
too." So I'm surprised they hadn't like tried to.
this is a grief stream. This isn't about their bullshit. They can't
But
respect it. They need to get the fuck out.
when we were talking about coping mechanisms and stuff, mine has
Yeah,
always been singing. That's why I love to sing. That's why I do covers.
that's a good one.
When I know there's a time, you know how you're upset, you're sad, but you can't let it out, and you're like really sad, but you need to release. I'll turn on like these saddest songs that I know will get me every single time. Like, I don't know if you ever heard The Baby by Blake Shelton. That's
Oh
one of my
God,
songs.
yes, that's a good song.
You
Nice.
can like Go Now Daddy by Shawanda. I forgot her last name, but the name of the song is You Can Like Go Now Daddy. Those two songs, just thinking about my parents and when that time comes, breaks me down every time. Just like every time. And if I go to singing now, I go to crying. Like right, like that's how they hit me. Those songs do, right? There's certain songs, and then I'll flip it after I've cried for a little while, like an ugly good cry, and I play more songs that like make me go. Rrr.
Oh yeah. Oh, you don't understand, girl. When I get in those moods that I just want to fight and I want to throw punches and stuff like that, I will go running or work when I work out. And I go running. I'll listen to Slayer.
Sale. Hey,
I
when I
will.
get down, you know what I do when I get
I'll
down?
tell you
I
something, Miss
turn all my
Charlie. All
friends.
you need to do is look at the fact that me and Bambi, like, there's two people you met, us both. Harlow too. Harlow not so much, but more so me and Bambi have had the issues with the same people. So that's all you have to know.
Well,
Look at it.
as I
See
was saying,
for
was
what
like
it is.
another coping skill I like to do is when I'm down, I like to turn all my friends and enemies into cartoons. I like animated
You
films.
like to turn them into.
Turn me
You
into
like
a
to turn them
cartoon.
into the
I will
Cabbage
laugh.
Patch Kids. Or
Give
the
me some
what are they
time.
called?
Give me some time, and I'll come up with the Charlie
Oh,
versus
she'll make
JT
you
story. I got you.
she'll
Give me
make
some
you
time.
a garbage pail. She'll make you you should make her a garbage pail card.
I got you, Charlie. I'm gonna do. I'll make you a cartoon. It'll be something about your battles with JT. You'll like it.
Well,
Give me
see,
some
here's the
time.
thing. The crazy about that situation is I just met everybody from that, and I literally just had that situation with him. So for me, it was coming from a place just like you, Miss Bambi, right? He came into your section acting a bee with somebody that you like, right? He did the
Mhm.
same thing in my sector
Right?
with someone that I
Mm.
like, and some people I
Mhm.
like, and so
No, it
that's
wasn't just
why I don't like him.
one person. It was several people in
I
my
don't like the way he
community.
talks.
Several.
I never got mixed up with him, thank you, Jesus. But just hearing him for the first 5 minutes, I was like, I don't like this motherfucker. Let me look him up. Let me see what's going on.
Are you talking
He's
about
been
that
screwing with
Jim
Mob
Carrey
Tube.
character,
That's what he
Candace?
did.
Yeah, the
I haven't
person I was
even
showing stuff about this morning.
I
He
haven't even
scammed
done any.
Candace?
I
Yeah,
haven't even
Miss
He
jumped on
scammed
Candace.
any
Candace.
Miss
yet.
Candace is a victim of his, an actual victim of
Oh
his.
shit!
Oh, we
And
didn't know that.
Oh,
She's
I
if
did
one
you
of
not
ask,
the
know that.
mothers of a child, and you know how he was pretending to be a PI. She had a missing child at the time, and he scammed her. She is
I
one of the
meant what I
mothers.
said. If he's in my backyard, I'm gonna put a little campaign together, and we're gonna go to his neighborhood and out him. I'm gonna have the victim list. I'm gonna have some of the videos on standby to show his neighbors, show his community, show the gas station clerk, everyone.
If you
If he
ever
is in
hear
my
him
backyard, I got him.
if
I'm
you
just
ever
waiting
hear
for
him make
confirmation.
fun of the mother that had a child and her husband was unalived, that is Miss Candace. Her son's name is Tabor. So if you ever hear him talk about that, that's Miss Candace. Miss Candace Howard. That's who, if you ever hear him say Candace Howard, that's who he's talking about. Right there.
Oh my God! Now he's got communities coming for his ass. I'm sorry, but he's got whole ass communities coming for him.
He's got all of MobTube. He's got the
Hmm.
Pizzaverse.
Pizzaverse,
He has
Carloverse.
you guys.
What's the deal with
Some
this
of the
Angel
women's
Gotti?
community.
I'm
You said
technically
that
B
Angel
sector.
is. Did you say that Angel is like letting him just
Yes.
like she's choosing
Yes,
him over her?
Yes.
The
yes.
fuck is up with this Angel Gotti chick?
I
Don't
don't
ask.
know. I don't know. I don't
Don't
know enough
ask.
about her to
Just
fucking say.
I would
Is
never
she
let
really like a Gotti too?
Yes,
Like I
she
just
really
gotta
is.
ask
right.
Yes,
that.
that's
Yes.
John Gotti's
That's
daughter.
John Jotti's daughter. Yeah. Yeah, that's his kid.
Holy shit!
Yeah, and
I
it's like
think he's
I
gonna
don't
mess around
understand
and
it.
find out. I think with this situation, this is just my personal opinion, right? He keeps going around to these places. If you look in the true crime community, there's a lot of it like that. a lot of other things, right? I think this time he's going to mess around and find out.
Hey, Stella.
I think he's going to keep doing this until there's literally a mob. You get what I'm saying? Of people
Well,
from
there's
all
already
over.
going to be a mob because this is bullshit.
Well, see, a lot of people gave up the fight on him after years and years and years, right? If you look, there is literally 3 different playlists on YouTube alone. One of them has 100 and something, one of them has 70 something. There's like over 300 videos from just those alone. That was during his true crime days, which was quite a few years ago, right? And then you got to think about the new videos, right? So you have at least probably you can find, I'd say 300-400 videos of all the stuff he's done. There's an entire Reddit that is literally dedicated to him and all the stuff he's done.
And
There's
this is the freaking
a
asshole
Rolling
that goes
Stone
after.
article.
And this is the freaking asshole that goes after widows, right? Widows and widowers.
He
Yep,
goes after
widows,
anybody with missing children.
disabled, grieving parents, grieving people in general. Top tier scumbag extraordinaire.
The scumbag
Dude,
extraordinaire.
I should do a
this,
little.
fuck you and the
Sorry.
horse you rode in on, you piece of shit.
Yeah, he's gonna get
I
to me
should
at
do
some
a
point. I'm
little.
ready.
I should
You
pretend
should
to
do
be
some
like
Jim
a
Terry
grieving.
freaking content.
Tomorrow,
I should pretend to
Harlow.
be grief stricken, or we get some girl to pretend to be grief stricken and let him try to scam, and then fucking expose him that way.
Now,
be real good.
Wait a minute.
That's
Rolling
not
Stone.
gonna work
Wait a minute. Rolling
because-
Stone is in the freaking.
Yes, they have an
Yes.
article on him.
They have an
Yeah,
entire article on him
Yes.
on Rolling Stone magazine. Yes.
him being a scumbag. Yes, yes, ma'am.
So this
pretty
one,
bad.
he's been called out by Rolling Stone, and he's still. Why is he not locked up?
And he's still run. That's what I
I've
want to
been
know.
asking that same question.
Do
He's
they need
committed
a bloody
financial
footprint
fraud.
going to the freaking
Well,
to
I
the door?
heard.
He's committing
I had heard.
financial fraud. Why isn't he locked up? Because when I sit there and take your money and I don't render the services, that's
What's up?
theft. That's theft. Why isn't he in jail for theft?
That's what I heard, Miss Candace, too. That they keep trying. People have tried to serve him. He also owes back time child support, and
No,
they
it's not about
cannot.
serving him. You file a police report for theft.
He's
and the
fucking.
cops
He's
come out and
pulling
arrest
old
him.
L. Ron Hubbard. He's fucking
for theft.
dipping and dodging.
It's not a
Mhm.
civil matter. It's a criminal matter. He committed theft. They ought to go out and arrest him for theft. No, not a civil shit like
Where
criminal.
didn't block you, Ghost? Don't come in here saying that he
A
did not.
lot
block
of
you.
the victims are so victimized that what he did to them, he would call their grandparents, their like family
you,
members,
sir.
and bother them so much that they are too afraid to even speak
Mhm.
out. A lot of them.
Okay, so they're in fear. Okay, that makes
Mhm.
sense. That's
Can
all right.
somebody please explain to me how he was stalking a underage child? What
Oh, he
that
has
was
that on
about?
his record. He does. I could show you. I have a screenshot. Let me send it to his
Oh,
family
wow.
right quick.
His mugshot is my thumbnail for tomorrow's show because I'm gonna drag the fuck out of him tomorrow. I'm gonna play videos. Some of the videos I sent to Josie, and she was like, the first thing out of her mouth was "motherfucker," and I'm like, yeah, he's real disgusting. So I think we're gonna have some more shit from Grumpy and DJ coming up, and Josie. I'm making sure the word
I mean,
gets
I'm
out.
not trying to get
I-
off the subject, but this is the kind of thing right here that pisses me off. This is the kind of man that looks for people
Yeah,
that
the
are
vulnerability of grieving people.
that are
Right, that's
grieving
vulnerable.
in grieving
Yeah.
situations like me
Vulnerable.
that are vulnerable, that are, they go after people like that, and that is disgusting.
Or desperate. They're desperate. They're so desperately wanting to find their missing kid that they'll do anything. They'll sell their souls.
Exactly.
Desperation and
They'll
vulnerability.
freaking sell their house. They'll take
Yeah.
loans out of their house to pay this cat to go find their freaking missing child. You know what? He's a piece of garbage and he needs to
No.
be drugged.
It gets even worse, Harlow. After you pay him, this piece of shit will come on live and say your dead child was a whore. Your dead child was a junkie. Your dead child was a homosexual. That's why he's dead. And then he'll call the parents abusive. Oh, well, you got your hair done. So no wonder you're the reason your kid's dead. How fucked is that? How disgusting.
Let me ask the junkie verse, because I know you people are in here watching because Square's in here. So let me ask you motherfuckers this. So Why won't
Look
you
what
go
I just
after
asked.
Jim Terry? Why won't you go after Jim Terry and
Ex-
take him down?
Or
And if
the
you don't,
rapist
you know what?
Snowflow.
You can try again another day, okay?
That's
You
exactly
know,
what I
they
just asked down there. I'm like, you know, why
Why
don't
won't they
y'all
go
like?
after a real piece of shit
They
like
say
Jim
they
Terry?
love to go after scammers,
yeah, Jim
grifters, and
Terry.
scumbags. Well, he is like that, all wrapped into one.
Or better yet, how about the Ripper, who's a woman beating sex offender? How about that? Nope, not good enough, right? You just want to
How
attack
about
people who
Pizza
can't.
that freaking kidnapped
Yeah.
a whole family,
That
allegedly?
pizza, the kidnap pizza. Our prayers. Me and Harlow would like to send our special prayers to the pizza family. I hope you escape.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys are like,
Hey, the
blink
Knights of
once,
Malta got pizza.
blink
You
No,
don't
whole
have
once,
to
and
worry
you
Manson
about
need
it.
family's
help. Just
missing. Whole
blink
pizza
once.
family's missing. All of them MIA missing. No idea.
Well, they're in the Illuminati, Bambi, so you know how that is.
They're in the Illuminati. No, actually, that's part of the grief stream. Gimme head. So yeah, you're
Is laughing?
you can freaking
Yeah.
you can get the
Yeah,
hell out of here.
you'll be a peaceful ghost whenever I'm a freaking when I'm a Muslim. That's
But I
when you'll
mean,
be
seriously,
peaceful.
like, you see, people like that go after people that are widow and widowers. So, like we were talking
I don't
about
know.
the toxic dating scene. Um, it is extremely toxic for widows and widowers to date because people actually tried to scam me when I was first dating and I first got out in the dating
Oh
world.
yeah.
And
What?
they just
I said,
literally,
dude,
they
yeah.
thought that I was dumb or something,
A
and
lot
I
of
would
guys like to
laugh at
pretend they're in
them.
the military. A lot of guys like online like to pretend they're stationed in the military somewhere else. Oh yeah, that's really. I got a couple of those fucking fake military clowns. It's hilarious. Yeah, I'm in Afghanistan, and I'm like, the war's over. Oh yeah, I'm coming
What
home
do
in
they say?
November.
Like
And
I'm
I'm like, the
stationed
war's
in
over.
Germany currently.
Tried to say that he had that military, the United States military, charged for anything more stronger than a Tylenol, even though he was shot in Afghanistan. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here, you Nigerian motherfucker. And he had a
I
Nigerian
mean,
accent.
seriously,
Out
like
of
they
here.
think you're so stupid,
Yeah,
and then, but
exactly.
it's not just
You
those.
mean he tried to ask you for money for painkillers?
Yes. Said he got shot in
Christopher, can you
Afghanistan.
please
He's over
start
in
kicking these
Afghanistan.
idiots out of the chat, please? Like squizzy tits,
It was
there,
the most
they need
ridiculous
to
shit
go.
ever. Well, I
Um,
knew he was full of shit because he couldn't give me, like, the first question I asked was, "What's your MOS?" Couldn't give it to me. What
yeah,
his answer? I was like, "That's not what I asked. You're full of shit." And so I knew it was a game from that moment on. So I just played the game. He kept telling me these bullshit stories. I kept laughing, and hey, what do you know? I got content for my grief stream. So I mean, it
exactly.
works out in my
It
favor.
doesn't
He
make
got
any
no money.
sense.
We all get to laugh at his dumbassness, and that's a great story. Yeah, like you said, he got shot in Afghanistan. Then he said he was coming home. He got his new ID. He said he's got a Nigerian accent because he traveled because his dad was in the military. And I'm like, shut up. Like, this motherfucker was willing to go down with the ship like no man I've ever heard before with his lies. Like, man, it was fucking hilarious.
That's not. I mean, it's not even just like the military. It's not even people that are just like, it's like people that are looking for someone to take advantage of. It's like these men out here are just they think that because I'm a widow and that I've had so much trauma in my life, like,
Yeah. That
you
you're
know,
dumb.
first of all, okay, like, I hate telling my story because it's like, Jesus, I sound like freaking Elizabeth Taylor over here, right? Because she had so much trauma in her life, and I'm like, and I always try to make them laugh because after I tell my story, they're sitting there with this blank look on their face like they don't know what to say. And I mean, how are you supposed to get to know somebody when your story shocks people and they just look at you like, what? So now it's like, I don't even want to tell anybody my full story until they get to know me and know that, it's just a lot to freaking unload on somebody when they're first trying to get to know you. So I try to keep it light now. But when I first started dating, I would just unload all this shit on these people. And I'm just like, I was like really bad about oversharing because I was just an open book, and I had to learn to like put that, not only close that book but lock it down, because most people are just not worth your energy, your time, or
Exactly.
yeah, they're not worth anything. So dating is a very big cesspit, if you will, and you have to be very, very careful out there, especially if you have trauma, especially, and I'm not talking just about grief. You could have trauma from being in a narcissistic relationship, abusive relationship, somebody beating the shit out of you or tearing you the fuck down and mentally. And these motherfuckers, it's like everybody has turned into a predator now. And it's like everything is different, because when I was growing up and when I was younger dating, not everybody was a predator. There was still predators out there, but it seemed like everybody you come across. It's just so common now for people to prey on other people, and they don't even give a shit. It's like everybody lost their moral compass. It's really weird to me. It's just nuts.
Being online.
I think that's a lot. I think that has a lot to do with it. A lot to do with that is people have been desensitized from being on the internet. Don't you think so?
You can come on here and, I mean, you can practically pretend to be whoever you want to be, almost. Right. I mean,
yeah.
and can almost get away with it without a lot of repercussions.
There's no repercussions. If I was to walk up to Charlie and say, "Hey, you fucking bitch," she'd probably swing on me. Correct? I say it to her online. What's she gonna do right now? Yell at me? Call me names back?
She's like, no.
You get what I'm saying?
I'd be like, what's up, bitch? What also is how you say bitch, because like sometimes I'm like, what's up, bitch?
No, but you get what I'm saying though. Like if I walked up and said, "Hey, Charlie, you're a whore," you're gonna swing on me in public. If I walked up to you and
I tell you what, if somebody comes up to me,
fuck you say ho.
Yeah, exactly. You ain't gonna put up with it, and I could possibly physically get injured. Now I say that to you right now on panel and mean it. What's the worst you're gonna do? Yell at me? Call me names? Dox me? Oh no, whatever. Like there's no physical threat of violence. There's no physical threat, and there's no physical threat of embarrassment.
There's no consequences for actions anymore on the internet.
You know, I don't have to look you in the face and call you horrible names. It's a lot harder to look somebody dead in the eye and say horrible things than it is on a stupid fucking panel.
People are getting blocked because they're coming here not staying on topic. They're coming in here and disrupting.
They're coming in here and disrespecting my chat, Deadpool. And like I said, if you come in here and disrespect this chat, you are ex-nate. And if you want to come in here and say some foul shit, then you can do it on another screen.
It's not
I said before, when I do a shit show where it's open it's open floor, anybody can say whatever the fuck they want about anybody else, air out everybody's grievances and shit, I will empty out my block list. But until then, if you cannot respect my chat and you cannot respect my show, then you're gonna get the fuck out.
This is a safe zone, which means everybody in this chat room should feel safe. They shouldn't have to fear somebody making some shitty fucking comment.
Especially from the junkie verse.
They shouldn't have to fear being doxxed. They shouldn't have to fear somebody making some stupid fucking insult. That's not going to be tolerated in this stream.
Exactly. It's not going to be tolerated in this stream.
Everybody should be pissed.
Like y'all was coming in. Y'all was coming into Miss Charlie's with names she didn't understand and pictures of me, and I mean, y'all ever get tired of this stupid shit?
Do y'all ever get tired of going after one person? Y'all ever get tired of being douchebags? I mean, you got your whole life to be a douchebag. Take a day off. Take a day off and take a deep breath, because that's all you're going to be able to do about it over here, because you're going to get ex-nayed.
Or better yet, how about you do it on your own live stream?
Oh my God. That is, why didn't I think about that? Y'all have a channel. Turn
when
on
I want
the camera. Turn on the camera.
Oh, you know they are.
I do it on my own channel when I want to talk.
I bet you Paula's sniping or something. Somebody's sniping. Paula probably.
Hey, Paula.
They can get a fucking privacy hit from me for using my fucking voice. They don't have my permission. That's fine. We can play that game.
Oh, I can do for voice. You mean I can do for voice? You're gonna have to teach me how to do that because Bird and them love to use my voice.
I've gotten
They
a couple
use his
people for
voice all
using
the
my
time,
voice.
every weekend.
Oh.
It gets tiring after a while. It just gets, it's like, okay,
I think
now
you
you're
get
being
bored.
that dead horse. Can you just move on? Why don't you make fucking content? Why don't you turn the camera on? Or
Yourself.
you don't even have to turn your camera on.
And that's why I will not feel bad one bit because as long as that bitch has stuff up making me out to be a pervert and a pedo flasher and all this other crazy shit, I feel not 1 ounce of fucking regret for posting her fucking doing her dirty.
Where, the people that were on Charlie's panel that day, they didn't bother to tell Charlie about how they went and shit on your grandmother's grave.
No.
They didn't bother to tell
Oh, I
Charlie.
brought it up there.
How
I did bring it up there. People laughed about it though. Like the people that Brooke brought.
They didn't talk about the stalking. They didn't talk about threatening your grandfather on the phone because I heard that video. I played it on my show years ago.
Oh,
they only wanted to talk about you. They didn't want to talk about all the horrible shit they did, like encouraging you to kill yourself. Cage your grave, right? Cage your grave. That's your motto.
Even though I'm already a suicide survivor, I've already survived one suicide attempt.
I mean, it doesn't matter. That's sick. I don't care if it's square. I don't care if it's Tony Pizza. I don't care who it is. You don't encourage somebody to kill themselves. I don't care what your fucking name is.
You don't.
It ain't about you.
That's just supposed to show you who they are. And
my problem has nothing to do with you. My problem is what they're doing to another human being is wrong. I don't care how you try to justify it. It's fucking wrong. It ain't about you. It's about what they're doing is 100% fucking wrong.
That's why people like, and I hope she don't mind me using her as an example, but I think that's kind of maybe not the whole reason, but part of the reason why people like Sugar Nova and others, left because they did leave. The Real Deal left from there. Not the same Real Deal, I don't think, from earlier, but different Real Deal.
Yeah, I don't go along with the crowd. I don't go with the crowd. I go against the grain. So we do our own, me and Bambi both, we do our own content. We do content together and we do our own content. So anybody that's coming in here that does not ever even put out content or put out anything, come back and say something when you got content, that you got something to show for. But let's get back on topic. And I'm going to go ahead and play your video, Bambi.
Yes, go for it.
Yeah.
Dating grief.
Absolutely.
Let's do this.
Let's play this
video. We're almost into our hour, so better hurry up.
Exactly.
Melissa found herself standing on the precipice of conflicting emotions. Having recently lost someone dear to her, she was in the midst of navigating the labyrinth of grief. The experience was raw and, at times, overwhelming, coloring every aspect of her life with a sense of sorrow and reflection. Yet, amidst the storm of emotions, there was also a yearning, a desire for connection and companionship. Despite the common notion that grief and dating are incompatible, Melissa felt ready to explore the idea of meeting someone new. She wanted to remain open to life's possibilities. Her heart was cautiously hopeful, aware that the path she was stepping onto required careful navigation. Step in her journey was self-awareness. Melissa understood that her emotions were delicate, akin to a fragile vase teetering on the edge of a shelf. She had to handle her heart gently, ensuring she was looking for companionship for the right reasons. It wasn't to fill a void or to escape her grief, but to enrich her life in a meaningful way. With this understanding, Melissa began her tentative exploration of the dating world. She decided to join an online dating app, an avenue that allowed her to control the pace. The digital space felt less intrusive, offering a degree of safety and privacy. As she created her profile, Melissa made a point to be genuine, highlighting aspects of herself that went beyond her grief. She mentioned her love for books, her interest in hiking, and her passion for gardening. But She also didn't shy away from mentioning her current emotional state. She was grieving, yes, but she was also open to new experiences and new people. The key to Melissa's approach was honest communication. On her first date with Jack, a kind-hearted teacher she met through the app, she didn't skirt around her emotional landscape. Over coffee, she spoke openly about her recent loss and how it affected her perceptions of love and relationships. Surprisingly, Jack was receptive and shared his own experiences with loss. They bonded over their shared understanding of the unpredictable journey of healing. For Melissa, dating while grieving was not about rushing or pushing aside her emotions. It was about integration. She learned to let her grief coexist with her new relationships rather than forcing it into the shadows. On days when the grief felt particularly heavy, she was honest with Jack about needing space and time for herself. He respected her boundaries, understanding that healing was not linear. The experience taught Sarah the importance of self-care during her dating journey. She prioritized activities that nurtured her spirit, whether it was meditative walks in nature, writing in her journal, or talking to a therapist. These practices helped her remain grounded. As weeks turned into months, Melissa found balance. Her grief didn't magically disappear with a burgeoning relationship, but the presence of new joy and companionship provided solace. She realized that while grief shaped her experiences, it didn't have to define them entirely. By taking things slowly, respecting her own boundaries, and maintaining open lines of communication, Melissa discovered that life after loss could indeed be brightened by love. In the end, Melissa's story is not just about dating during a time of grief. It is a testament to the resilience of the human heart. It shows that even in moments of profound sorrow, one can embrace new beginnings, creating a tapestry rich with both tears and laughter.
So does that sound about right, Harlow? Sound about right? Charlie? Do you think that sounds about right?
I think that's an amazing clip, actually.
Thank you.
I
Because
love
of
the
so
video. I
many.
think it was right on. I thought that was right on
Thank you. Yeah.
because it.
I like to, I don't
doesn't-
know. I just have a thing for when I'm dealing with a heavy subject. I like to
Mhm.
cartoon it. For me, it seems like
It
talking
makes it
about it in
easier.
an animation form makes it easier to talk about, makes it easier to laugh about, makes it easier to, just to deal with. And that's why I
Absolutely,
do it
but
kind of in cartoon form.
I think it does.
Because I don't want to depress everybody. I don't want everybody to be all depressed and shit. It's not the point. Thank you. Oh, you think I'm gonna give up my secrets? I ain't giving up my secrets. No, I'm not giving up my secrets. No, that's a piece of her secret. I can't give it
No,
up.
it's not. It's
No.
not a secret.
Oh, it's a secret. If
Oh,
I
come
tell you
on.
how I do it, if I tell you how I do it, then you'll start doing it, and then one day you might use it against me. And I'm not gonna give you that number. No. I
No,
gotta have
no, no.
Nick Romano doesn't even know that secret. He doesn't even know. Poor Nick. Nick's in hiding
Hey,
right now.
Mr. Nick.
He's in.
Christopher,
Oh my God,
if you're
Harlow.
watching, could you let me know in the chat, please?
Harlow, Ghost is trying to
Yes, I
Ghost is
saw what he's
trying.
doing. We're not dealing with him anymore. He's gone. He's banned for life.
Wow.
He
They're
absolutely
trying to make you
banned
out to be
for life.
racist.
Well, it's hard to be racist when I'm part black. You freaking
Yeah.
idiot.
How's that work?
Yeah, how does that work?
Because
I love it when
supposedly
people say that about me.
Harlow called Gene nappy headed, apparently.
What was his
Well,
hair?
is
Nappy?
Gene white? Is he black? What color is
He's a
he?
black guy.
He's black and he's got nappy hair.
He's black. He's black.
I got nappy hair. What about it? What about it? What of it?
Doesn't that just mean unbrushed? Your hair's like tangly and unbrushed, right? Isn't that
Yes.
what
Did
that
you
means?
see my hair yesterday? After having the windows down in my car, it was all freaking mangled together when I was doing my shorts. I didn't care.
It's
It
not
was
like
nappy.
she was Don. It's not like she was Don Imus on the radio show
I mean,
talking
did y'all
about
Don
see the?
some
Imus.
old white
No,
guy talking
Shit.
about them some nappy headed.
He had to bring out the Don Imus. Holy shit.
did y'all see the
Yeah.
video where I played of what JT said?
Oh yeah, I sent that to Josie. That's when she said motherfucker. Oh, she was pissed. I sent that to
Beg is the
Josie.
I told her there was a video out there of him saying it,
Oh.
and I wasn't
Oh yeah, I
joking.
sent it, and I guarantee you, Grumpy got it. DJ, he's gonna be in for getting his ass spanked. He's gonna be in for it. I'm telling you, just give it time. He's gonna get it
Wait,
because I'm gonna hit him
gonna laugh.
tomorrow, and then they'll probably hit him this weekend. He's gonna get it. I'd hate to be that guy.
Okay, there's another guy. Here's the thing about me, right? I just ran up on the JT guy, so I'm just now doing my, due diligence, if that makes sense. There's another guy that's also in another sector. That's why I've been talking to Miss Mo. I'm gonna do an interview with her, and he's an a-hole like that too, and does stuff like that. And just because he's with a black woman, he thinks he can say racist shit, which is
I
not
hate
cool.
people like that.
And he likes to say really terrible things about children and doing things to them. And
that's
so
nasty.
I'm going to expose his ass too, because that's the way I feel. Anybody who does some shit like that, they're going to get exposed.
Where do these clowns come from? Like what rock?
I
do they
don't know.
climb
Can
up
somebody
under?
block this clown?
Gone. He's already gone. Chris took care of it. Chris has been like sniping mofos all day.
If you ever need me to be
Chris
a
has
mod
been
tonight,
on. Chris has
I
been
got you.
on one.
He's like top
No,
security guard.
I've been blocking them all. I've blocked like 30 people right now.
I bet
Here's
they
my
think
thing
I
about-
did
hold
every
on,
single
hold on.
one of them too.
Claire, just don't say nothing. I'm gonna explain to you why. Don't say nothing. Let us handle that.
Okay.
I mean, I'm doing this for a reason. If you understand what I mean, read between lines. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Let me say something. Here's the thing. Even if you don't like somebody else that's on somebody else's stream, when you come into their stream, be respectful enough to respect their rules. Even if there's a person you do not like, right? You may not like me. You may not like Mr. Chris. You may not like Miss Bambi. You may not like Square. You may not like somebody in the chat, right? But you can coexist in that chat room to respect the content creator. That is what this is about. It's about respecting the content creator. Miss Harlow.
Not even just that. You got to respect your other chatters. You think your other chatters want to deal with that bullshit? Fuck no.
No, not in here. They don't.
No, they don't want to deal with that.
This is
They're
not
in
a
for a
drama
grief train.
stream. This is not a drama stream. The reason why we were talking about this Jim Terry dumbass is because he goes after widows and widowers, and we were talking about how widows and widowers are more susceptible to people like that piece of shit.
He goes after grieving families.
And then, of course, Ghost of Shadows, the ones that want to stalk a woman and stalk a grieving widow and her children and go to her house and leave her grave flowers and all this
cemetery
bullshit.
flowers.
Want to come up on my panel and try to say something that I'm racist. Did I say he was nappy-headed? You damn right I did.
So what?
So what? And what
You
about
damn
it?
bird and Gene simp. Take your
What
ass
about
back
it?
to the Gene team.
I called him nappy-headed. What about it? How come none of you called out fucking Filthy for putting blackface on his fucking panel? How about
or what about? Hold on, even better. What about the video of was it books in a coffin with a noose? What about that video?
Oh yeah,
No,
let's
no,
talk about that one.
Hey, Heidi.
Hi, Heidi.
I'm part black, you idiot.
JM took targets. JM took pictures of Books and me and Gene and put us on targets.
What
and
about
shot us with his gun?
What about getting a dead old black woman's face tattooed on your ass as a troll?
What?
Yeah, that's what that community did.
Yeah.
A man
They got somebody's grandmother tatted on their ass.
On his ass.
As a troll.
A picture of her.
That's
a troll.
No.
These people are absolutely sick. So
they tried to get you to show that Brookie bitch tried to get her to show my house and shit the other day. Like, I mean, they literally pulled up here. They're lucky I didn't blow their ass away that day.
Exactly, and you had every right to do it if you did.
I can't believe I ever got.
Well, no, technically.
After Heidi said something to me on IG one time, she goes, "Bambi, what are you doing? This isn't it." this isn't you. You know this shit ain't right. And I was
This
like,
motherfucker. Here we
girl,
go.
you're right, and snap my moral compass back in shape. And they've been butthurt about it ever fucking since. Because my position has nothing to do with Square. Okay, it has nothing to do with you, Square. It has to do the stuff that they did and do is wrong. It is morally fucking wrong. It's wrong.
Well, I mean, initially you
No matter
did
how you
call
say
them
it.
out for a lot of the stuff that they were doing to me, and that's
Wrong.
how they remember. And
Here's
first
my
off, but
thing.
yeah, I get you. I
You
get what
know,
you're
You're an
saying.
if they were
evil
doing it to
person.
Tony
Hold
Pizza,
on. Can I
I'd
say
still say
this,
it's
Miss
wrong.
Bambi? You're an evil person if you literally are wanting someone to unalive themselves. And I'm going to tell you something. You're going to go straight to Hades for that shit. Because regardless of what, you can warn people about shit. That's fine. All day, every day, whatever. Because I do the same thing, right? But to literally want that is your
Yep.
end goal, that's not even my end goal for JT. I just want everybody else to
Yeah.
know so that they don't have to deal with that situation. But my
I
end
don't
goal is
even
not
say
for
that
him
Yes,
to
about
ma'am.
him.
You
unalive
sure have
himself.
found your tribe.
Miss Charlie,
We got you.
they legit called and had the coroner come here. They pretended to be me, called the coroner, and said my grandfather was dead.
Yes.
They turned our
they're that
electricity
sick.
off one time.
They're sick.
That's too far. Like, here's the thing. Read his
Yes.
ass to filth online. Go do a live. Read his ass to filth every day if you want to, all day for the next 6 years. I don't care. But to take it offline and affect someone's elderly grandfather too, it ain't even about
Yeah.
Square at this point. Here's the thing. Let
It
me
ain't
ask
about
this.
Square.
It ain't about
No,
Square.
I
Take
mean, call
Square
and
out.
social
Hold on.
services.
Hold on. Take you out of the equation completely, right?
Yeah, take me out.
What if your grandfather was on oxygen and they had that power turned off and he couldn't fucking breathe? Y'all got to
He
think
died.
about your actions. Your actions
Or a
could
sleep
cause
apnea
somebody
machine.
could be unalive
Yeah.
because of that. Your actions have consequences. I would never do that to anyone.
No.
I'm not gonna call any of y'all's jobs. I'm not gonna call your family members.
They
If I have
do.
something to say to you, I'm
Absolutely
gonna
not.
cuss you
I
out
was in school,
on here.
Charlie. I was in school bettering myself, doing clinicals at a hospital. And if they had called just a week sooner, they would have fucked me up. I wouldn't have been able to graduate
It's too
and
far.
complete it.
Yeah,
There's
they
one
go too
thing.
far. That's what it's about. Is they go way
Yep.
too far. That's what it's about. It's not even about Square. It's just they go too fucking far. Too far.
I mean, here's the thing, Mr. Square, right? There could be a possibility that you've done something that I don't like, right?
Mhm.
But that's it. Let's
Oh,
say
I'm
me
sure
and you
there
was
have been,
beefing.
but it's been in
Let's say we were
retaliation.
Let her
beefing.
finish.
Let's say we were beefing, right? Me
Sorry.
and you. We were beefing.
Mhm.
Do you really think I would do anything to affect someone who has nothing to do with that beef, like your grandfather, or it affect? Let's say you had
I would hope not.
cousin. You know what I'm saying? No, because that has
I
nothing
wouldn't
to
think
do
not.
with them. When you
They
have a
don't care.
beef
They
with
don't
a
care. Ghost of
person,
Shadows didn't care that I had kids here. They didn't care.
They
That
literally
his dad had children here to be scared.
that's
They didn't
not
give a
they
shit.
cool.
called social services. They called social services and said I was being abused by my granddad. And my granddad went outside and talked to the guy, and he wasn't even here like 2-3 minutes because he's like, "Oh no, that's complete bullshit."
No,
He's like,
there is something people could do but haven't done. I'm gonna tell you this one right now, Mr. Square. When they
Awful.
were doing that, what you should have done, and when you know if they took responsibility and you have video proof of them taking responsibility for doing it, you call the police and you leave a paper trail. They may call you a snitch, but that's not being a snitch. You're stopping them from
No.
doing that to someone else.
They're
Because
breaking the
if
law,
it's not
first off.
you, it's gonna be someone else.
Well,
I
first
mean,
off,
they
they're
had
breaking
me.
the law.
They had me 51.
You
I was
can't
technically
make false
5150.
police calls. That's against the law. You can't make false CPS calls. Again, against the law. You can't send food to people's houses. That's harassment. You can't send goods and services to people's houses. Again, that's against the law. That's harassment. What they do is
Charlie,
illegal.
they've sent
It is
a
illegal.
repairman. Imagine somebody
Yeah.
coming here to fix an air conditioner that you don't, the type of air conditioner that you don't have, and they came from an hour away. Like they've sent a repairman from an hour away. I mean, they've done all types of crazy shit you wouldn't even be able to believe.
No, what baffles me is here's the thing, right? Y'all had y'all's beef in the past. It is what it is, right? And if y'all were in other places together,
No, I
that's
mean,
like they're on their live and you're in there, then they can say what they want to you, vice versa, right?
Yeah,
But
exactly.
coming into a stream like this that's about grief that has nothing to do with that situation or your
Mhm.
hate for someone, why would you come in That's not trolling. They think they're trolling. That's not what real trolls do. I don't know why they're putting that name on themselves because that's not what they do. I know some real trolls. And let me tell you something, real trolls, their ultimate goal is not for somebody to unalive themselves. Their ultimate goal is to be funny. Their ultimate goal is to
it's to be witty. To use
it's
the
to
truth.
be witty and awesome, to use the truth. Like in the beef sector, we have plenty of trolls. In fact, we have some of the best trolls in the nation. Let me tell you something. You have something happen to you. Let's say your big toe picture gets out and it's an ugly ass big toe. In 5 seconds, you're going to have a troll page about your big toe with as the profile picture is your big toe. And they're going to have a witty name and they're going to be talking about how we got a troll over there called Battle Roach. He's freaking amazing. He literally be in chats talking about how his roaches got unalived and that his partner, his cousin Cletus, and that we need to pour one out for the homie roaches. Like
Oh
just
my
amazing
God.
things, right? We got a troll up there we call Molly. He comes in the chats and he tells people for the facts of their life, whether they like it or not, they be cussing him smooth to crap out. But he don't hurt nobody. He doesn't want nobody to, that is not a troll.
Exactly.
You are
Like
literally
when
claiming
me and
something you're
Nick,
not.
when
You're
me
an
and Nick were
evil.
beefing, I'd make silly little pizza versus news videos. They were funny. They weren't really malicious. It was just stating what was going on. It wasn't meant to be hurtful. It's meant to be funny, witty, and to speak the truth.
That's a
They don't.
troll.
All
That's
they do is
trolling
run
right
on
there.
lies, malicious behavior, like that idiot that just came in just now. Like I said, if you think I killed my husband, what do you think I'll do to you? What do you think I'll do to you? I mean, like, seriously.
Why do you
That's what you
want
think. What do
your
you
ultimate
think I'll do
goal
to
in
you?
life? Why would
I
your
mean,
ultimate goal in
seriously.
life be
I'll
to
fuck you up.
unalive someone else? Why would you want to
Because they
troll
have a
somebody for
miserable
that?
life. Because
Because
they
they're
have a
miserable. I
miserable
It's
don't
not
know.
existence.
funny.
Because they're losers.
They're
They're
absolute
losers. I mean,
losers.
straight up.
They hate themselves. They absolutely hate themselves.
Yes.
And they're so freaking miserable. They want to spread their hate, lies, and disgusting stuff and comments
They're
That's
all over
exactly
and
it.
just destroy anybody else's happiness. They want to shit on my show.
Dude.
They want to shit on my channel. Paula said she wanted me to lose my channel. She laughed and said it would be funny when I was going to.
Can I say this right quick as an outsider looking in?
Mhm.
Their behavior is going to be what ruins them with other communities. Because I'm going to explain something to you.
Yeah.
Not knowing the situation, right? I was just
Mhm.
sitting in there minding my own business, having a stream that was totally not about any of their drama. And if
No.
somebody would have came under my post afterward and said, "Hey, you should look out for this person," whatnot. But no, they flooded my chat. I asked them to
Flooded.
respect me and to stop because that's not what the stream was about.
We were having a good conversation too, and that was my issue. It's like, why do they got to come in here and disrespect your
It
chat,
happened not once,
your stream, when we're just chilling? We're just having a conversation.
Exactly.
not once, not twice, but 3 times. And all I had asked,
Yeah.
this is all I asked them to do. And today, I'm just telling you, I've had enough. I asked you to just respect me as a content creator. When my content is about something total different, you don't have to come in bothering people. And he's what even speaking about any of that situation, didn't bring it back up, didn't ask me for an apology, knowing they did jump him, speaking of which I'm sorry for that. No, it wasn't even about that. I don't want to get between y'all
Appreciate it.
shit. I'm not
It's easy
into
to let
beef.
things get. I understand that. Like it's easy to let it go for it to get out of hand. And I
That
said I was
show
all right
did.
with it at first, but then that Brooke bitch, she brought them 2 dudes who I don't even know where the hell they came from. Don't know them from Adam, and they don't know me.
You're a loser. Let me explain you something. You're a loser when you got to do this shit for life, when you have nothing else better to do. When you
They have
interrupt
absolutely
interrupt
nothing.
a stream that is about dead people. And you think it's cute, you think it's funny. And I don't care if you're recording this shit. If Harlow decides to get you, it's
Hey,
on her. But I'm going to tell you right now, you're not funny, nor are you cute. This is not hilarious. I don't know why you think that is, because here's the thing, I'm a third party looking at it. I don't know y'all's fucking beef. I don't give a fuck about your beef. It's the fact that
I
you
don't
can't
either.
let it go. You talk about him not letting it go. You're just as fucking bad, if not worse.
Well, the funny thing is, Miss Charlie, is when I asked on your panel, why can't y'all just go your separate ways and let it go? Oh, he won't. Well, then why don't y'all be the bigger people since you're better than him and walk the fuck away?
It's because Well, hold on.
what
It's
is this
because
supposed to mean?
hold on, Square. It's because as you
Sorry,
just witnessed, Harlow, he's working there's property. Apparently, there's ownership of some shit. Some
There's
pretend
no such
ownership.
thing.
I mean,
They
what-
abolished slavery in the
it's like
1800s.
they think they own it and something. They don't own shit. They probably don't even own the mortgages to their own goddamn houses. Or
They
or the
abolished
title
What
to
do
their
they
own
mean by
fucking
blah
car.
blah blah? Get ready, like you guys
I mean,
aren't.
seriously.
I can tell you this: you're not going to threaten Miss Charlie
I
to
can't wait
get
for you to
away
get
with
to
it.
do that either,
Honey,
Nick. I can't
Square,
wait.
just
But
let
that's
it go. Square,
I've
just let
had
it go.
enough.
okay. All right.
Just let it
Yeah.
go.
I'm gonna say this. I just want to say
You
this.
can't let their
I've had
words get
enough.
to you.
Because
Well,
if you
it's
come
not
to my
getting to
check,
me.
you're
It's
getting
just
blocked,
that I was going
and I'm
to
gonna
tell Miss
ignore
Charlie
you.
that that's usually what they'll do. If they can't sweet her to hate me, then they will start attacking her next. And that's what,
It's
like,
cool.
I
Well,
don't
they
want to
can
bring
hurt
that to
me.
your
Square,
chat.
yeah, Square,
They've
don't
done
worry
it to
about
me.
that.
I don't
She's
care.
dealt with Jim
That
Carrey.
They're
Okay,
options.
those bitches ain't nothing. She's
Mr.
dealt with
Okay.
Jim Carrey.
Square, let me tell you something. I'm from a sector. I've already been doxxed twice, even when I was just a moderator.
Well, then,
This
Michael,
is their option. They're choosing to do this. So you cannot
Okay.
stop someone else's
I got you.
choices. When you were on my stream, you were not talking about them. I didn't even know who they were, had no idea what was going on over there, didn't care.
No.
We were talking about
Yeah.
something total different. They brought
Yep.
that over there. I
And
asked them nicely
they always
to
say I
stop.
bring them up. They
Well,
always
That's
say
what
I bring it up, and I
that's what
start.
my
Yeah,
point
I
is.
know.
That's what my point is. That's what I'm trying to show you. This is what the point is. It was, but all three streams were nothing about that situation whatsoever. One of the
Nope.
streams we were
Nope.
talking about justice for Harmony. Another stream we were talking about true crime. Another
Yeah,
stream
very
was
first
about
one
something.
was justice.
Yeah, it was stuff like that. It was a stuff about
Normal
situations.
stuff.
Jim Terry,
Yeah,
Jim
Normal stuff.
Terry, and regular stuff.
Normal stuff.
And today it was, Jim Terry, and they
again-
kept, again.
Again, I just want to state I'm not worried about Charlie because I got her back. Harlow's got her back, and MobTube's got her back. So I ain't worried about her. She's an
They don't
internet
know.
OG, much like myself. She knows the ins and outs of this shit. She ain't new. She knows exactly how to handle shit. I ain't worried about you at all, girl.
I
Let
don't
those
have a
bitches
criminal
fly.
record. It's going to be very boring. Let me go ahead and
Yeah,
tell
very
you.
boring.
You're going to find a
Exactly.
lot of 80-year-old women with my same name.
80-year-old women. What?
Yeah.
I'll give
Let
you
me tell
this,
y'all.
like Miss Charlie has shorts and stuff of her, like her whole profile, her face, her upper profile and stuff. She's not afraid to show herself like Bambi isn't. So, like, you got one thing going for you. You got more confidence than a lot of these people.
It's a lot like me. She ain't gonna get nowhere.
I show myself every day.
Hey, locked doors. What's up, sir?
No more
Oh, you
locked
too,
doors.
Miss Harlow. I am
No
talking
one
about
like
y'all
yours.
three.
Gracias. My dog says that all the time.
No
He hates
more
locked doors.
locked doors.
Exactly. No more locked doors.
No
I
more
have-
locked doors. No, I don't want no grilled cheese. I said bilingual. There's a difference.
No,
I love him.
literally,
He's so
I
awesome.
have a puppy dog, my little Feist, that I showed y'all a picture of, my little bitty one. If you shut the door, he freaks out. He hates locked doors. So every time he does that, I go, no more locked doors. Gracias.
No more locked doors. I know I don't want no grilled cheese. It is
don't.
Sisters and
They
Grease
don't.
kind of turned into a little party, and we're just having a good time. We're trying to, get some steam out and get some laughs going because, streaming about grief and stuff like that can actually, we don't like to end on such a low note. We kind of just want to give everybody, get everybody going, get everybody laughing. If you want to laugh, check out some of my shorts that I put out.
You want to laugh? You need to check out Nick Romano's recent lives. He's been fucking.
Where he was hiding from large Marge or Barge.
Fucking dude, I was laughing so hard yesterday. I was crying. Oh man.
We had to jump down behind a wall because of large Marge.
Large Marge. He's like the truckers union coming for me.
The trucker was in the background, and they're like, "Oh, that might be Pam." And he's like,
and
"Oh shit, let me duck
break.
now."
He's been making me laugh a lot, and I appreciate that because laughter really is the best.
Play your stuff, Nick.
Christopher, read Ladies of High Talk, please.
Are you a maid guy?
I have a challenge for you, Harlow.
Are you a maid guy?
Question on Saturday game night. Y'all down? I have game night over there on mine. Have y'all ever heard of Jackbox games?
Yep.
What's that?
Do those. Okay, so basically,
And at this
there's
point,
trivia games, and like you have one that's called you can make fun of people in it. You can like make up funny, dirty prompts. You can be as dirty as you want to. Basically, the best prompt wins. Like whoever's the funniest, right? Like let's say
Oh
the
yeah.
question was, who has the biggest head on YouTube? You could put the person you think has the biggest head on
I
YouTube,
can
right?
answer that. Nick Romano says I have a big head. I'll answer that one. Nick Romano
Oh,
says I have a big head.
I am vain. I have the biggest head.
But I
No,
basically,
Gage, I give the biggest head. That's what it is.
all
Sorry,
you have to have
that
is
went
like
completely left.
you have two devices, right? You have a cell phone or a laptop. You
Yeah.
watch the stream
Yeah.
on one of your devices, and on the other device, it's usually I usually play the game on my phone, and I have like my screen with the thing, and I stream them. And you just put in the room code and a nickname, and you can play.
I don't even know how to do
That's
that, but I would
crazy.
love to
Wait.
play. That'd be fun. I love doing
Well,
trivia.
I'm gonna
Wait,
be
it's a
doing.
game. It's a game that connects to your stream.
Yeah,
That
I
type of
literally
game.
have it. I have it. I have it. Well, no, I have the game showed up on the screen so you can see it. Right, I'm streaming the game, and all you got to do is put in the room code and the name. It is jackbox.tv, and it's real simple, not hard at
Hmm.
all. And you press play, and you're in the game. And there's one called
And it's
Murder
a chat
Party. It's fun.
they even got poker.
chatbox.gt.
Yeah, but
Jackbox.
there's too many poker playing channels out there.
Okay.
I
And
can't hear it.
Nick,
Hold on. What does she say?
Oh,
She's
I'm
saying
sorry.
Chad or chat?
chat. CHAT.
Oh, hold
Chat.
on.
Chat.
If you can get
I'll
us the
put it
link,
in the.
I'd appreciate it, Miss Charlie.
Yeah, you can
In
put it in
Nick
the back.
Romano's
Yeah.
defense, okay, he didn't just come out and say I have a big head.
Jackbox.
I played. I did a stream about Belle Gunness, the Hell's Bell, the widower in the 1800s. Okay, so they were saying that back then, women with small feet and big heads is why they thought they were serial killers. So Nick in the chat room goes, "Hey Bambi, what's your shoe size?" And I'm like,
Oh,
"Oh, what are you saying? I got a big head?" Yeah, he's saying I got a big head.
We
Or
all
call me a serial killer.
we all serial illers. Oh snap!
Yeah,
I got
I-
small feet.
Wait a second. I got a
Oh my God.
question.
I wear
I got a
size
question.
8 and
Christopher, what
7-inch
size
shoes.
shoe do I
there's-
wear?
So I mean, he was either
Which one-
saying I have a big head, or he was saying I'm a serial killer. I couldn't figure out which he was getting at.
Charlie, which
side.
one do you
Right.
play? Do you like Quiplash? Which one do you do?
Whip is one of my favorite, but I also have Murder Mystery Party. I have a bunch of the ones that you see in the packs. I bought 3 different packs. And every time I get a YouTube check, I'm pretty much trying to buy more so that I can have pretty much all of them.
Yeah.
And that way people can choose and we can switch around. You don't have to just play one game, you know?
He's a lovely,
Oh, you have to pay?
lovely man.
I paid for the game so you don't have to.
Oh shit!
Who would be down to play
So if you want to host it on your
That's what I want to
so
know.
if you want to host it on your stream, you have to pay for it.
Yeah.
Yes, if you want to host it on your stream, you have to download Steam, and you can once you open up Steam, you can buy them through Steam. Sometimes they go on sale. You know, right now I could tell you I have Jackpot. I can tell you because I'm looking at my Steam right now. Let's see, where's Jackbox? I got to go down to the J. A B C D F.
Yeah.
I have
Do you
Jackbox Party
fitted
Pack
your
3, 4, 5, and 6. I have the party packs. So I have the third one, the fourth one, the fifth one, and the sixth one. I need the first one, the second one, the seventh one, eighth one, and I think there's a ninth one.
Yes, he
and
is.
does it just one game come with a pack? Is that
No,
Is
it's like 4 or 5 games in a pack. For Jackpot Party
You
Pack
talking
3,
about the purple
you
guy?
get Espionage, Faking It,
Yeah, the purple nose guy.
TKO, Trivia
Purple
Murder
nose.
Party, and Quiplash. You get all those games for that one pack.
He looks like he's dead and been dug up. Oh man, he's giving out his phone number. Yeah, Mr. UK himself.
What the hell?
Yeah, he's a
It's like
fucking
5. It's like 5 games for every pack that you buy.
do you have the Party Pack 4?
Yes, I have the 4th one.
Okay, because I'm
Nick,
thinking I'm looking at it right now.
loser. Yeah.
God damn, I totally forgot what I was gonna say. I totally forgot.
It's only
You got me thinking about purple
$13.74.
nose. It's not fair, no.
What
I
is
think about the
fibbage?
lovely, lovely man.
You basically lie your way through it. That's why it's called fibbage. It's whoever
Fibbage.
can come up,
Okay, I was wondering. Yeah,
whoever can come up with the
I
best
got
lie. Who can
whoever
fib
come
their
up
way
with the
through it
best
and sound
lie.
intelligent. Yeah, if you can sound
This
intelligent,
actually seems like it'd be fun.
it really is. My friends from YouNow. See, I used to be on a little site called YouNow. I don't know if y'all know what that is. And we used to do it over there, and that's how I knew about it. And
What's
just
up, Gen
everything.
X?
Can you remember?
Mm.
Am I going to have to start telling people to have a seat and stay where they're at instead of going in and out?
Sit your butt down.
What is
Oh,
truck
I
coming in
remember
and
now.
out?
You're right, Nick. I remember. Nick.
Oh,
Okay,
hey,
so
there's a
Nick?
Jackbox Naughty Pack too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
hold
I
on,
ain't got
sir.
that
I gotta
one
ask
yet.
Nick a question. Hold on, I gotta ask Nick a question. Okay, so
Okay.
Eddie
Yes,
Dutchman,
PlayStation 13.
Eddie Dutchman doesn't work for you. The whole Dutchman thing don't work. How about Eddie Scangarelli? How about that? Eddie Scangarelli, you're a used car salesman from North Dakota. Does that work?
And he has
That
a
works
wife named Becky with the good hair and a side chick
Yeah.
named Cinnamon.
That's right. That's right. See, Nick's about to enter the Mob 2 Witness Protection Program because Large Marge put a hit on him with the truckers union. So he's hiding in an undisclosed location.
I saw that.
Shit, I need to get in there
Yeah, he was
too.
hiding behind the wall and stuff. Yeah.
Yes.
Man, we
So
got to come up with a name for Square.
I thought she said she wasn't coming on YouTube anymore. She put a hit out on him.
put a hit on him. It's coming
That's
for
a
him in the
funny
truckers
one.
union.
Eddie
I
Spangarelli.
tell you, yeah,
Becky
all
Spangarelli
the
and his
truckers
side
are
chick
looking out
Cinnamon.
for him.
Think you can pull it off? We'll call you Fast Eddie, the used car salesman. Be like, oh hey, Fast Eddie, how's it going? How's the car
Tell-
business doing? There you go.
tell
See, I got
Madge,
you.
Madge.
They may not be good looking cars, but they'll get you to where you're going for $5,000. Come and see us.
For some reason that makes me think of Matilda's dad.
Okay, how about this? How about this square? Mark Scattleberry from Utah.
That sounds too much like dingleberries.
Hey, coming up with fake IDs is hard work, motherfuckers. It's hard. You
Can I
know?
name like
No, it's
Mark?
not.
Let me think. Mark. Okay, let's X name.
Here
Mark.
we go. Something simple. Mark Wilson. He's from Utah, and he's an author.
Mark
He's
Wilson
up in
from
Utah
Utah.
writing a
That's
book.
a Mormon. He's a Mormon, but he doesn't practice polygamy. But his parents did, and that's why he has nothing to do with his family.
No. It's gotta be simple. It's gotta be simple, Harlow. He's never gonna remember all that. He'll fuck
can't
up in the
remember this.
backstory, and somebody will whack him. He'll give it. No. You gotta keep it simple. He's an
I can't
author. He
remember
moved
the
to
shoe
Utah
size.
to write a book about polygamy and the culture up in Utah. Simple. You're an author, and that explains why he travels a lot because he's an author. He's a travel author. Boom. There you go.
Okay, so I just want to be a stripper.
Can
Is
we
it
make
size
somebody
six?
ex-Amish
Is it
just for
size-
the fun of it?
So you're putting
Gigi-
forget it.
Gigi Ramone. That should be your name, Harlow. Gigi Ramone. And you're
My
from
name
Los
is Gigi
Angeles.
Ramone.
From Los Angeles. You're in the dance profession.
My name is Tammy Lynn.
Tammy Lynn. Yeah. There
My name is Tammy Lynn Ramone, and
you go.
I was working out in Vegas, but now I'm not. I'm out here in Florida.
Edward Timberlake.
Florida, man, in Florida, man, in Florida.
I thought FBS was the head of the Amish. I thought FBS was like Amish mafia. Gangster's paradise.
My
Like
name is
Amish.
Harlow.
No, it's
I'm
Levi.
from
No?
Florida.
It's Levi. It's Lebanon Levi or whatever.
Yeah, I thought that was
Lebanon
FBS.
Lebanon
FBS was
Levi.
Lebanon Levi. I thought FBS was
Oh,
one of
is
the
that
Amish.
truck name Lebanon Levi? What's up,
Yeah.
Lebanon?
That's what I thought.
No,
I
we're
thought
gonna
FBS
we're
ran
gonna
that
name
shit.
him. We're gonna name him something like I don't know,
been lied to.
Josh.
I forget what his name was.
So
Josh
Christopher
Tyler.
Jr.
Josh Tyler from
Tyler
Pennsylvania.
from
Josh Tyler
Pennsylvania,
from
and he's a
Pennsylvania.
tax. He's a tax dude.
There
A
was
taxi,
a
or he could be like an insurance salesman.
Yeah, be an insurance salesman.
Okay.
He sells life insurance.
Ooh, I I got the Naughty Pack and Jackbox Party Pack 4, Charlie. So
Yeah,
definitely want to try those out.
but Mr. Romano, Nadu is not Amish. Nadu is Armenian or some shit, Albanian. He's like Albanian or some shit, right?
God, that's the best
No,
one yet.
no, Nadu's not Albanian or Armenian or whatever. Albanian,
They
the mob
still
guy.
got it. Everybody's
What's
got to
that
get.
guy's name?
Everybody's got to get down and have their party on.
What's his last
Eli.
name? I'll tell you.
Eli. I thought Eli. You know, like Eli.
Oh yeah, he's one of them
Armenian or
gypsies.
Albanian or whatever. I thought
Yeah,
Nadu was
Albanian.
like.
Yeah,
How
he's
did
a
it turn
Albanian.
The
into
Book of
that? We're just
Eli.
having a
Albanian
good
girl.
time after the show.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
he's
Eli
always
is
talking about the Albanian girls he dates, and you don't know about Albanian. I thought he was
Yeah.
Albanian. No shit.
yeah.
Motherfucker's
He's a-
Amish. Ain't that a bitch? Learn something new. Damn. Jeff Nadue's Amish. When did this happen? Why does he
Jeff
act Albanian?
Nadeau is Amish.
Tech worker Linda Lissette prompted a multi-state public health alert.
Oh, sorry.
What the fuck is this? No, why does he act Albanian? If he's Amish, why is he acting Albanian?
I don't know, but I'm gonna start singing the Amish Paradise song.
I've never
What is
heard of
it?
I've never heard of an Amish guy acting Albanian.
There's an
Like,
Amish Paradise
what?
song.
Yes, you didn't know that?
Weird Al
No,
Yankovic.
I ain't Amish. The fuck.
Oh yeah, Weird Al
Weird Al
Yankovic.
Amish Paradise.
Hold
As I
on.
walk through the valley of the
Weird Al
shadow of
Yankovic.
death,
I
I'll
thought
take a
she was
look in
talking
my
about, like,
eyes
some-
and realize
Oh.
there's
I thought she
nothing
was
left.
talking about a highway
Nikki.
hymn or something.
As I walk through the valley where I
Oh, Nick.
harvest my grain, I look at my life and
Davey's got
realize
an
it's very
idea.
plain.
I think we're about to have
An
the
Amish
Jeff
with a
That's
tool,
just
you know
Amish.
that's unheard of.
I think we're about to have
Oh
the
man,
Jeff
we're gonna have
Nadeau
to play
Amish
that on
Paradise
Generation
version.
Gen X with Harlow. Oh shit,
still
we can't
doing
play
it.
that
I'm
because you
doing
can't
it.
play music on the YouTubes.
Hey, no,
Is
I'm
this-
gonna do the
Yes,
Jeff
you
Nadeau
can.
Amish
You
Paradise
just
version.
you just have to
I got
realize
you.
that it can never be monetized
Yeah.
if you
Oh,
play
okay, I
a
got
lot most
They
commercial
won't.
Got
songs.
you.
Yeah, they won't strike your channel. Like right now, I could show you. I just got for they took my monetization, but they didn't take my video. I didn't get a strike on my channel for music. They just
Your monetization.
unmonetized. Yeah, so I have to go back through and I have to mute the sound.
Oh yeah.
Or you
Well, I
can
know for a fact
replace
that
it
I'll
with
never be
something else. Yeah. See,
I'll
Charlie, I'm
never
right
be
there. Like
monetized because
I'm
they don't love me.
all I need is about like 140, 50 some odd subs, and then I'd be fully monetized.
Do you have your
Right
watch
there.
hours?
Yep, I got watch hours, everything. I just need the rest of my subs.
I don't
I've already
even
got
know why-
monetized on the first level. I get my first check this month on the 26th, around the
Well,
26th or whatever.
Yeah, I got
Yeah,
my
louder,
subs
Bambi.
within a matter of weeks. And then it took a little while. You know how it takes it to update your hours?
Oh,
It took like
it takes
a month for it
forever.
to update. I swear to God, it took forever for it to update. And then I finally got my monetization, and I started my channel really, even though I've had it for a long time. I didn't start it till like September or October.
No, and that's why like I don't see like these channels that want to that troll and stuff. That's why they I don't know that they just don't get it. Like that's why
No, I'm gonna
they aren't
say
able to
this.
keep their
They
stuff.
need to. That's the reason they're not keeping their stuff. I will tell you this. YouTube. That's the reason I kind of. There's certain things, Mr. Square, that you cannot say if you want to be monetized. You can never
Mhm.
say, and they will take your channel for this. Do not say you were ever going to strike someone. Don't entice your audience to do so. That will literally get your channel taken.
Yeah.
Do not show any nudity, no pow
The only
pow.
thing I've ever said is privacy. I think I might have mentioned one time. I'm like, if you keep using my
don't
image,
say
our
that,
privacy
though.
strike you.
Don't say it.
But don't say it's what I'm
Okay.
saying. Like keep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: keep it when you're trying to get monetized and stuff like that. Know what you're gonna do, but don't say it out loud because a lot of things YouTube is supposed to start breaking down on harassment, bullying, all that extra stuff. They've been cracked down. No nudity of any kind. So
Well,
you
there
can't
goes
show a
my
nipple
Saturday
clip.
night.
You can't
Well,
show.
damn it,
You can't
Harlow.
show a booty cheek. I'm sorry. You know. The words, if you notice when I stream Mr. Square, you'll notice I change words, right? I say unalive. You can't say erder,
Yeah.
right?
No, you can't say that.
You cannot say any kind of hate speech.
Nope.
which means no hate speech of any kind. That's Miss Bambi. That's why Asa was saying, hey, be careful, because that's considered that.
Oh
and
yeah,
that's-
yeah.
yeah. But he actually liked you, just to tell you
What?
that.
What is it? Like,
You
you mean like when if
any
I'm talking about
you
true crime,
cannot
I
say
can't say
the
the word
F.
murder?
No, you
No,
can't.
I've used the
you
murder
have to
word.
say erder. You have to
You
say
have to say
erder.
erder.
You have to say uicide. Or
Well,
SA. You cannot say the actual thing. You have to say SA. You cannot
It's
say.
freaking
You have to
pathetic.
say grape. You have to say
It
grape.
is.
I'll start saying delete.
You have to pow instead of GUN. You can't say GUN. There's a lot of words
Now see
that you cannot say.
now that's crazy because there's a lot of I know a lot of monetized channels like that are gun channels and they
Mhm.
shooting all the time and stuff
They'll tell
and they're
you that you're
monetized.
not. They'll say you're not advertiser friendly, and in fact, you want to keep cursing to a minimum a lot of times till after the first 10 minutes. Then you're able to
Well,
pretty much
shit.
do as you please.
I'm
Because
Yeah,
never
I
going to be
understand.
monetized. That's
I'm
a,
surprised.
I'm
I'm
never,
now
actually I'm
I
sur-
never
curse a
with
going to
lot.
be
everything you just
monetized.
listed. I am surprised then that I got monetized to begin with. Like, did you
I'm
see
not
Harlow
interested.
book old Snook's books fucking applied for monetization. He got rejected. I laughed. I was like, ah.
Oh, I don't watch them. I don't
I'm not.
give them people my views.
Well, I
So
still
in
had
order for
books
me to
subscribed,
say,
so I couldn't help but saying it.
if,
Sorry.
in
My
order
bad.
for
You're
me to
right.
say, if in order for me to know anything that people say about me or if that's bad or anything like that, they have to send it to me because I literally do not watch anything where people don't like me. They talk about me, and if I don't like them, I sure
Me
as hell
neither.
don't. I don't hate watch people. I mean, Bird likes to sit over there and go, I know she watches me. No, bitch. The
Now
only thing,
we're not watching her, and she's
no.
been sending Xbox and them over to Charlie's too. Like they've been popping
Yeah.
in there.
Nah, we ain't
Yeah.
watching them. Nobody gives a fuck. I don't watch people that don't like me.
Nobody cares.
No.
Got good mental health.
This is MobTube, Pizzaverse, and Harlowverse. I don't
Yeah.
care. This is our little
We're not
world.
even in
over
our
here.
community, bitches.
The canine burrs, bitches.
Exactly.
Canines.
I mean,
Canines.
I decided to make my own little part of Pizzaverse, and I made a Harlowverse. So it's for all the big titty bitches out there.
You know what I
Uh-oh.
think I need to do when I get back, or at least one of my streams? I need to do a YouTube community guidelines, to teach everybody about the guidelines,
Yeah.
so that they know not
That
to
would be
break them.
interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
because
would
I
love
don't
for you
think a
to
lot
do
of people
that.
know I don't think a lot of people know the guidelines. Now I have a friend of mine, the Hood Table. She's awesome. You'll see her
I'd
in
be
my chat.
lying
She's
if
a
I
mod
said I
for
knew
me.
them all.
She
Sorry.
she curses on all her streams, but I think it's also
She says she curses on all of her streams.
yeah, she does from the very beginning to the end, child. And she's always green. She'll tell you that. But it's also how you say it and what you say. And some of my streams, I will say, are not monetizable because they're not what do you call that? YouTube friendly. They're
Oh
not.
God, here we go again with the view things.
It's limited for some of them. They're not completely cut off. They're just limited because I curse too much in those streams and I get a little too animated and I start, telling
So
people to suck my
I
nut.
was going to ask you, what's the difference with the limited? What's the difference when something, because obviously that'll be turned on probably soon. Like, what's the difference between limited and like?
Okay, so the ineligible means you're not getting any
Hang
monetization
on, you guys.
whatsoever.
Hold on, you guys. I'm gonna have to stop the stream because I think we're having a glitch again, or somebody's view botting.
What?
Why? Hold on. Wait, hold on. You don't have to do that, even if they
Yeah,
view
because
bot
it'll
you.
put. See where it says 704
No.
Hold on. I'm looking right now. Yeah,
again.
it says 710. But I'm telling you that's not.
Sweetheart, they
That
have to
is
prove that
not.
you bought them, sweetheart. They have to
Yeah,
prove
I
you
looked
bought them and you
into
did
it.
not.
That's just a scare tactic to get you to interrupt the stream. That's
Oh,
exactly
okay.
what they want you to do.
They would
Okay.
have to prove you did it, and through one of here's the thing, you would
They
have
want
to
to laugh
prove
at
you
you,
did it.
like
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
because
and they
they think
can't
that I think that there's 700 and something people in here watching me, and you know what? There very well could be. I'm not a bad looking chick, and I'm a great channel, but I doubt it. And it's either view bots or a glitch again, because the first time was a glitch. I'm pretty sure, because it wasn't that what
Dude,
Heidi
somebody,
said.
I swear, somebody like Charlie, Moist Critical, who's a huge channel, been on here since 2007. He won't even get
Mhm.
701.
No,
I got a
I'm not.
friend. I got friends who get thousands in the chat, right? And I will say YouTube has been slow recently, that
Mhm.
where they only get about 500 or 600 in chat, and they're used to getting, and most of the time get thousands in the chat. A
Probably a
person that
glitch
I
again this
moderated
day.
for, a person that I moderate for, she literally has like 10,000 subs or something like that. And when she just came back 2 years ago, and within the first week she was monetized, she just had to wait on it. And she is the type to get 1,000, 2,000 in the chat, and even for her it's been slower than normal, about 500. So if
Mhm.
you can get 30, 40,
Have a
50 people in your chat, you're doing pretty good as a
And
as a
that's
person that's
usually what
just
I
You're doing
starting
have,
out.
good.
between 20 and 40 people.
have a good one, Candace.
I usually have about
That's
20 and
about how
40
many of the
people, but I mean,
that's how many
we are
trolls I
at
used to have.
we are at 1 hour and 40 minutes, and I got stuff I need to do,
Oh,
and
okay.
we've had a great stream, and I just wanted everybody to blow off some steam here. Now I am going to be doing Generation Gen X with Harlow. I don't know when. It should be coming up here in the next week or so, maybe even this weekend. I might do it. But then we have a Hot Talk with Harlow Sunday, and we will be having Sisters in Grief. Catch us every Thursday at 3 p.m. And I want to thank everybody for coming in. Candace, Gen X Effect. I'm so glad you guys found our channel. I'm so sorry that it was under the circumstances that it was, but we are so glad that you're here.
Yeah, thanks for
And
coming.
yeah, absolutely. Thank you for coming. I'm sorry that there was trolls in the chat. I tried to stay on top of that as much as I could. But yeah, it seems like we're either glitching or view botting. And what did you say about the view bots again, Charlie? That they have to do what?
They have to
They got to be
prove
able to
that you're the one that
prove.
bought.
They have to
Yeah,
prove they're one the bottom. So yeah. See,
Yeah.
I know that
it's
there's
almost
people
nearly
out there.
impossible.
And
Well,
it would be really stupid for you in the last 5 minutes of your stream to buy them also, when
yeah,
if you had been
Right.
the one who bought them, you would have did it in the first 5 minutes, not the last 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And it shows
That's true.
exactly.
after the
Exactly, because
trolling
it just
happened.
happened, so it could be a glitch. And I
Yeah,
It's a
they'll.
contacted
glitch. It happened
YouTube.
before.
I
Okay, that's
contacted
happened
YouTube,
before.
and they told me that the reason why it doesn't affect me is because I'm not monetized.
Not monetized. Yeah, that was a nightmare.
It was a nightmare to
They're,
get
they're
through to
giving us the
them
runaround all
because
freaking night.
Paula likes to, she's like, oh, it was done to me, but she was over on her panel laughing about it and saying that I was vain enough to believe that I had 1,300 people in here and all
Why
that
not?
stuff. And,
It's
I mean, yeah,
possible.
Whoa,
exactly.
whoa,
Why
whoa,
not?
whoa, whoa, wait. How'd y'all get a? Wait, let me ask you. How'd y'all talk to YouTube?
We contacted them.
Yep.
You want to know the easiest way to contact a person through YouTube and not having to go through the since you're not monetized? Go
Yes.
on over to X, go to Twitter, sign up for
Mhm.
your little account, whatever you got to do, and
Mhm.
go at
Yeah.
Team YouTube and inbox them
Is that a
on
troll square?
Twitter. That's going to be your easiest way to do it. Now, if you're monetized, you have a direct chat line for
Mhm.
YouTube.
Mhm.
I know this because back before I was monetized, I was trying to put in a privacy complaint against someone, and it was really hard because I was
Yeah, but it
new and I was
sucks.
not monetized. But when you are monetized, right, you have a direct chat with them that you can actually
Yeah,
go to.
they give you this
know,
little
after
chat
I
thing, but
blocked all of their
it's
after I
not
blocked all
perfect.
their alt accounts today, and I continue to block them and continue to block them, it would be just like them to do something like this. They're that pathetic and that freaking just
I'm gonna say this, Miss
Uh,
Harlow, don't let them affect you. And
Oh
when
no,
they
they
do
don't
stuff like
affect
this,
me at all.
ignore them. And if YouTube brings it up, tell YouTube to watch the video, and they'll see that it starts happening after you start blocking trolls. They'll
Yeah,
see that someone is doing it to you. Now they'll
absolutely.
remove the views from your channel, those views specifically, right? Not
Mhm,
all your views, but those views. They'll
mhm.
correct the mistake, but they will not affect your channel like they think it's going to.
You're right.
No,
But Miss Bambi, do
they
you have anything you want to say?
Muted.
Oh, she's muted. Oh, she must be busy.
No, I'm good. Sorry.
Oh,
I'm
that's okay.
gonna do a live
Are we
after
ending?
this if anybody wants to come over.
Okay.
I'm working on it.
I
On
might
an
be in
Honest
your
Paradise
cloud.
Stuff We Do video. Damn it. Here I am kind of.
I gotta pack my suitcases.
Where are you going?
I'm up to
I'm
no
going to
good.
New York for
Oh,
2
that's
weeks.
right. You did tell us that. You did tell us.
In New York.
And my husband loves to play that song every time we get on the bridge. He loves to play that song. Can
Oh,
you
Let's
God.
hear it
do
for
with me,
New York.
Hamina?
New York.
But
New
as usual,
York.
as
Okay,
usual,
calm down.
as usual, it has been a great stream, and I can't wait.
Yes.
Every Thursday, I look so forward to these shows with Miss Bambi. We are
Yes.
working on another show, me and Miss Bambi are, and she's always part of Hot Talk with Harlow, and I'm gonna try to talk her into being part of Generation Gen X with Harlow, where we talk about everything Gen X,
Work on it.
music, toys, everything. And I think
Dude.
that is going to be a great time.
Everybody's
Duh,
buzzing about
right
an update show.
side. Yes,
We're going to be
hello.
launching an update show, and everybody's buzzing about it. They cannot wait for us to launch it.
Oh,
Our
I know.
weekly update.
Everybody,
That's it.
please sign up to Dub Right Side. If you like sports, if you love boxing, go over there. I mean, they get into it. Dubs is a good fan. He's awesome. He's part of our family over here with the ladies of iTalk. We support each other. We support each other's channels. But
I got you, Dub.
He's got really killer panels. And sometimes I feel like I shouldn't be over there because I'm a woman and it's all men, but I love boxing and I
Please
love
tell
to
my
listen to
friend
him.
BS about him.
Yeah, I
She
love
did
to listen.
podcast.
Yes,
She talks about all things boxing.
yeah, I love to listen to him talk. I love to listen to him get into it over there. They get on it. I mean, it's awesome. It's awesome content. So I just be sitting there listening. And then I'll say hi in the chat and he'll be like, you better watch it because she'll snatch you over there or she'll love up on you. You never know. So that's funny that he says that. But it's a great channel. Y'all sub up to him. He's great people and he will support you back. And y'all, on that day, it is a gorgeous day. On that note, it is a gorgeous day. I want to thank you all for coming today and supporting me, supporting Miss Bambi, Mr. Square, Miss Charlie, and obviously Christopher. And with that
Bye.
Forget
note,
Christopher. Fuck Christopher.
on the
No, I'm just kidding.
Alan, sorry, real quick before you.
I think Square is going live next if everybody wants to go over there and hang out. But I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream, and I will see you
Or
all soon.
else.
Hold on, real
Also,
quick, Harlow. If
Oh,
anybody,
sorry, yes.
if anybody's feeling depressed or needs to talk or struggling with grief, feel free to hit up me and Harlow
My
anytime, day or
inbox is
night.
always
Even
open.
if we don't like you, we'll still talk you through it, even if we don't like you.
Absolutely.
So day or night, hit us
Absolutely.
up if you need anything.
If you're
We
ever
don't like
feeling
you.
suicidal, if you're ever feeling down, if you're feeling manic,
Yes.
if you're feeling like I don't have anybody in the world to talk to, I've been there.
Like you went
Bambi's
online
been there.
yourself. Yes.
Yes. Please hit me up in IG. If you don't want to do IG, hit me up on Facebook. If you don't want to do Facebook, my email is linked in my bio on my page. Hit me up.
You don't want to do email, do by carrier pigeon.
Do a carrier pigeon. We can do that, or we can do the owls from Harry Potter. We'll do that too. Gryffindor.
Slytherin.
I'm Gryffindor.
yeah, I might not be doing
Hufflepuff,
any more.
damn it.
I might
Hufflepuff.
not be doing any more gaming streams because Howell says
Oh yeah.
that's for
That's-
kids.
I
Chris.
came into
Yeah,
Skylar
Harlow,
thing
I'm
with-
gonna have
Tell her,
we can't be
tell her
friends no
that is
more.
a man. That is what grown men
Yeah,
do that
I
aren't
brought
into
women
smoking meth.
too. Brought women too. I play video games. Come on now.
I,
GTA 5 is
I
not
spanked
shit.
him pretty hard about that last night.
Yeah, I'm gonna have
I
to take up
spanked his ass
boxing or
pretty
something.
You
hard.
better get him off it. You leave his video games alone.
Jesus.
I came in your
ain't
chat
done
room last
nothing
night
with it.
to ask you if you were going to slap some hoes and steal some cars. I was,
We hit
but
the car last night, if that counts.
unfortunately, YouTube would not let me like type in any chat room, and I was like, hit up Harley. I was like,
Oh
"Is
my
Chris having
God.
blocked?"
Oh, I've
Chris,
seen that
tell him
before.
we
Yeah,
got hoes. Chris, you
And I
tell
was
him we
like,
got
"What?"
hoes in different area codes.
He better
Somebody-
not have hoes in
Area
different area
code.
codes. Or we're going to go to different areas.
area codes.
And he's going to be with
Hoes.
shovels. Okay. That's all I'm saying. Shovels.
I'll keep him out of trouble, Miss Harlow. I promise.
Miss Bambi, they have been.
Oh,
If somebody recorded one of your comments, they can put you in YouTube comment jail where you
Yep.
can't comment for a while.
Oh, fuck
Yeah,
YouTube
yeah, they do
comment
that.
jail.
They actually do that too. Yeah.
It was like every chat room, and then it happened in Heidi's today. And Heidi's like, "No, you didn't get timed out." I was like, "She goes, that's really
Yeah.
weird. You just disappeared." I was like, "I know, that's weird as shit."
Yeah, she just disappeared and she was not in the chat because I was
I
like,
just
wait a
popped
minute,
up
you
to a
were in
glitch.
Miss Heidi's chat because I did not see you anywhere.
I chopped up to the glitch because you had the room number thing, and other people's been having issues too. So it's like it's not just me.
Yeah, I think that YouTube's been glitching a lot lately.
Yeah.
Well, you can't even. I mean, I tell you what, you couldn't. It, there for a while, I don't know how to try it again, but YouTube would not let me privacy strike a freaking community post. And I'm like, well, screw it. I mean, that's why I posted that. You remember, Harlow? I posted that one thing that pissed them one people off, but because they can't do anything, you can't privacy strike it. Seems like
I don't
know.
think you're supposed to say strike.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean
That's
to.
okay.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
That's
You're right.
okay.
You're
I'm
right.
not monetized, but I mean, I'm not monetized.
Privacy cut.
Smacked.
We'll call it privacy cut.
We'll call it privacy smack. We'll call it smacking their tits around on privacy.
Hit. Privacy hit.
Yeah. Just smack them around a little bit. It's all right.
Who the hell is in the
Sorry.
square is a Watusi? A troll is a Watusi. A troll. Oh, that's Chris. Wait, you're asking me? I don't know. What is a Watusi?
I saw them in
It's a
the
dance.
chat. I was wondering if they were trolling or.
Oh, I
Isn't
bet
that like
they are.
isn't that a dance from the 50s doing the Watusi or something? It's not like a
Doing the Watusi. I think
yeah,
so.
isn't that like a dance from the
That's it.
50s?
Now, I
I'm
just
pretty
made
sure
Chris an
that's what it
expert
is.
I have no idea.
in tap dancing. See, now me and Chris can do our tap dance routine.
I
You're gonna do
actually took tap dancing when I was a little kid. Yeah,
Of
shuffle,
course.
shuffle.
I don't think Chris swings that way, dude. I don't think Chris swings that way. Like
I
tap
don't
dancing.
know.
What are you talking about? I ain't say swinging anyway.
I'm just saying I don't
I think
think
he's talking about
Chris
swing
swings
dancing. I don't think he's swing dancing.
I'm talking about tap
Oh,
dancing
yeah, I can
to
dance.
end Harlow show up. We'll do our little tap dance routine. It's a joke. Hee hee ha ha. Calm down, Bambi.
Who, I don't.
Trying to
This
say, oh, I
name
swing
kills
this
me right
way. What
here.
are you talking about?
This name right here kills me. It's called Tits on Fire. Who wants that name? Why would you
I
want
tell
your
you,
tits on fire?
I'll tell you
Mom.
someone's tits that are on fire. Fucking tons of fun. Her tits are on
Tons of
fire.
fun. You know what? Fuck her. Fuck her forever, and that's all I gotta say about that.
She likes sucking
very
that old
unhappy.
BBC.
She likes to
She
blow
likes
the
sucking-
smoke rings.
Yeah, she likes to blow smoke on the cock.
Oh, Christopher, tell him what I did to you yesterday. Tell him. Oh my
I
God.
just
It was
threw up a little.
artwork. It was artwork.
Chris, don't ever ask her or any girl to blow smoke on your cock. It's just weird, bro.
No, I did this interrogation tactic on Christopher to see if it would work, right? He just woke up, so I freaking call him on the phone, and I'm like, oh my God, I saw this on a live stream. I said, they said that you sexted tons of fun in Tennessee. I was like, if you did, I need to know. And I had him a second. Oh, he was a half a step. Like he was second guessing himself.
Don't tell me you fucking
guessing himself. He was like, wait a minute. Was I drunk? Was I too high? Would I even do
Bruh.
something like that?
No.
And then he would pull back and he goes, there ain't no way. There ain't no way. I don't like women
That
that
better
look
be
like
the answer.
It was hilarious. And then I felt bad because I interrogated him and I had to tell him, I was like, I was playing a joke on you, dude.
Hey, everyone, sub up to our buddy Gen X Effect. A good little channel there.
It is a great channel. And anyway,
I'm gonna pop it in the chat right now.
I need to
See you guys
I
later.
need to find out when
See you,
I'm gonna
Bambi.
actually do
Bye,
Gen X,
Bambi.
Generation Gen X.
Nobody better look at that. Or, I mean, listen. I mean, you can text or sex that person if you want to, but
I
don't
thought she
tell
was
anybody
Indian.
what
That's why I was
born.
like, later, everybody. I thought she was Indian. My bad.
Oh no, no thanks.
We keep going. Sorry.
I deleted that number
I
a
don't know
while
what's
ago.
going on this year. I'm working on my Amish
She has to get
Paradise.
us in unison.
Oh my God,
Wait, what are you
Bambi's
doing with
making
the
an
Amish Paradise?
video.
I
Yeah.
am. It's gonna be Jeff Nadeau. It's gonna be a whole reface. I'm working on
Just
it right now.
make sure you
Oh.
insert Chris into it. Put his face in there as Weird Al.
No, it's Jeff Nadeau. And then I'm gonna do like a Pizza versus News intro, explaining how we at the Pizza
do Tony Pizza
found out
dance into
that
the Amish
Jeff
verse.
Nadeau is not Albanian. He's actually Amish. So
Do Tony Pizza dance into Amish Paradise.
no,
Make him do a little
it's not
dance.
funny that way. Tony Pizza's
All right.
Lebanese.
All right, you guys. I'm gonna get down. I'm gonna end the stream. This time I'm gonna end it. But
Come to
I love
Daily
talking to
Canine.
everybody, and thank you so much for coming. And I will see you on the next one.
See ya
Thank
later.
y'all. Daily Canine
y'all.
going live now.